Altitude 7009, Fort Worth, Charlie.
Squawk Charlie 7009er.
Right. Good evening, chat. We're back.
7009, 7009.
Although it's good morning in Japan.
175.
Departure 119175, good enough, ciao ciao.
Wonderful. Right.
There we go.
Thompson 443 behind next landing. Airbus A320 on 2 miles final. Line up runway 32 behind.
Okay, right. That's it. Right. Evening, Lee. Engineer, what was the engineer doing? He's doing something to do with the engine-driven hydraulic demand pump. We're going to find out a little bit more about that shortly. Okay, so the nav database is good till November 9th.
Overflight 521, wind 120 degrees, 8 knots, runway 32, clear land.
Oh, I don't know. Might be in the kitchen. No thanks. Into okay,
Tower delay, Qantas 4480 on the ILS 32.
Qantas 4488, tower low, wind check 120 degrees, 8 knots. I call you back, departure ahead. Thompson 443, wind 120 degrees, 8 knots, runway 32. Negative, break brakes, Thompson 443, wind 120 degrees, 8 knots, runway 32, clear for takeoff. Qantas 4488. First Qantas 4488, standby, I call you.
Is that the right format for the flight number? No, if you put a BAW 47 Charlie. So BAW, yep, then 47 Charlie. Yeah, that's correct. Into the flight number, yep. And then you should be able to import the company route by doing the origin and destination ICAOs 01.
Oh,
so
the flight number, okay. Yeah.
RJFU, you HWW, and then 01 at the end.
521, 60% of your choice. Be aware there's traffic pushing back approximately from stand 9er.
Okay, just the one after it? So the 01, sorry, 01.
Thank you.
And it'll probably say not found, but that's normal. So yeah, if you send request.
Clear lane, Qantas 4048.
Okay.
Normal engine 787, line up runway 32 behind.
Behind the landing aircraft, line up behind, no 001.
Thompson 443.
Fast index is 53. Yep. Serves 13.6. I can turn that down.
Only 420 Papa Tower low number 2.
Number 2, Charlie Papa.
So I didn't get the call sign, you're very quiet and a lot of background noise. Please say again.
Zero fuel weight 234.6. And showing 240.9. Does that add up with?
Let's have a look.
See if we're fueled
So
already.
23. No, so we haven't put the fuel on.
Okay.
Normally 1 wind 120 degree takeoff, runway clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Naval 001.
Orders 44,
Oh, thank you.
60% off your choice.
Thank you. Oh, okay, the moment, thanks. Oh, here we go. It's, oh, you don't know. Excellent.
Yeah. So,
Excellent.
loading
So hopefully,
gonna check it first.
I think you can activate and go to the and then go to the legs page. That should be fine. Okay, yes.
There you go.
So,
hello. I have fuel.
Oh, Angus, fuel
I'm 32 Commander, I'm in Port
plan is 38.5, 38.6 tons.
Yeah, that was with the extra fuel for taxi here.
That is correct. Yeah, half
It
an
was
hour.
an hour at the other end.
Half
Was
an
it?
hour of holding. I think half an hour of holding.
So that's how much? Sorry.
So 38.6. Round it up to 38.6.
38.6. No problem.
Thank you. Very polite ground man, isn't he? We're in we're there.
Nagasaki. Bottle of water, please. Okay, so I see a different flight plan than I had originally, so IKI is the first waypoint, so that looks good.
Contact pass on 119, decimal 12, and Naval 001.
Back to that. So the departure is in north 8. And I guess we have to find out what runway.
Let me request the ATIS and the weather for you.
And Nagasaki Tower, good evening, American 1013 on final, runway 32.
Well, if they're landing on 3-2, it's probably that one.
Probably runway 32, isn't it? I think that's a good educated guess.
Transition is IKI, IKE.
Los United 56 securing for runway 32 via Papa and Tango 1.
Taxi hold point 32, Tango 1, roughly 9.
I will unfortunately Papa taxi stand off your choice.
Route discontinuity is removed.
How much longer before 120 Papa?
See, look, how rude, they just ignore you, don't they? I know, outrageous. Typical captain.
American 13 with 120
we're just dirt to you. Just a piece of meat.
1013.
And did you ask something?
Captain, I've got the technical log when you're ready, when you got a second.
Technically speaking, I'm ready.
And over to you. The aircraft came in with a hydraulic loss on system 4.
Right.
We traced the leak to the engine-driven pump on engine 4.
Okay.
So what we've done is we haven't got any spares, as you'd be surprised in the middle of Asia.
And we're not going to find them in Russia.
No, we're not. No.
Oh.
So it's been deferred. So basically, the number 4 engine-driven pump is deactivated. Here's the MEL reference for you. So up here. It's the
Alteration
the one
by
there.
1 minute.
All right. One pump system, including the pump and/or associated plumbing, may be inoperative. All demand pumps operate normally.
which they do.
Oh, this is the requirements. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Demand pump for the associated hydraulic system remains on. So that's, what do you call it? The aux pump?
It's the demand pump.
Demand pump.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the associated pump is deactivated.
So we've deactivated the pump. So all that you guys need to do is when you do your after start actions, number 4 will go to on instead of auto.
Oh, okay.
Because that is your own. That'll be your only hydraulic supply for
'cause
system 4.
Yeah, it just stays on
Yeah.
the one instead of auto
the
selecting.
engine switch there doesn't matter.
Right.
Because the pump's deactivated. I've pulled the circuit breaker up here.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be the only difference for you guys. It does say there'll be an operation.
So there's 4, but we can operate with 3.
Correct. And if you turn over, there'll be
Highway landing at 321 up the highway.
the operations requirement here, which is what you're interested in.
Man pump selector on the effective
Must
system
remain on
must remain on throughout
rather
flight.
than auto.
Okay.
Okay. And is there any ramifications for that if we lose that engine?
No, because the engine pump's not running, so
Okay.
if you lost the engine, it wouldn't make any difference.
Right. But in the on position, it still has hydraulic
Correct.
pressure
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that, electric?
That number 4 pump is either electric or, so in the aux mode it's electric, and in the auto or on mode it's pneumatic, so it's an air-driven pump.
Right.
Off
So
the,
today it's going to be electric.
it's going to be air-driven.
Oh, air-driven.
Yeah. So it'll be off the bleed air rather than the ram air from the outside. It's not like a
Okay.
ram air turbine. It's it uses the aircraft bleed pneumatic system. But you'll have all your hydraulics as long as you don't lose the demand pump.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Happy with that? I'll put
And
that
do I
away.
need to sign
I'll put
something?
that away for you. Yeah. So if you skip through, so that's the deferred pump,
Yes.
and these are all the other faults the aircraft's carrying.
Right, so flight crew to perform thrust within 10 days of the HA.
Is
that already done?
I think we're leaving that for La Paz,
Okay.
so we can make sure we get
Landing altitude, rotary knob does not work. Speed brake auto, we've got that. All right. So that's
So then that's it. So then you go through the pages. So you'll have non-performance defects, which there aren't any. These are inspections for engineering. Really, you don't need to worry about those. You go through to the last page.
okay. Yeah.
I'll put a divider in here so it's a little bit easier. So you can see what's happened on the last flight, who brought it in, what engineering have done, and then engineering have cleared all the defects. They've signed the aircraft as released for service. Then all you need to do is print and sign down there so that you've accepted it. I'm sure Sam and Tim will be able to help you with it on the flight out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
And
It's the 5th today.
2150.
Perfect.
Okay.
Right, I'll take that.
Then I use the next
I'll
leg.
stow that away for you. Yeah, the guys will be able to help you with that. I'll try and chase up the dispatcher for you and
okay.
get your bits for you. Have a good trip, guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Thanks, Bethel.
1 minute. Take off.
Gotta love the realism. Well, good evening everyone that's joining us anyway. We're going from Nagasaki to Vladivostok in the southern eastern tip of Russia. We've got First Officer Tim and we've got Captain Angus, who happens also to be a
Good evening.
No doubt about it.
Idly hodly, neighbour.
Very good.
Sorry, right, that's the Canadian racism out of the way.
Canadian, is he?
Sorry?
Ned Flanders isn't Canadian, is he?
No, but my no doubt about it is, yeah. Why, is he sort of a mix of Ned Flanders meets...
It's just really pleasant, but it's just like, highly
right.
I show
Oh, diddly there, neighbour. Oh dear, Sam is godlike. Wow, well that's
Okay, so the cruise altitude
too
looks like
generous.
360.
Yeah, so I've got 360 and then we've got a step at Appella to 370. And then we've got a step down at Dohe.
Okay.
Dohe. So,
Oh,
I
is
assume
that
that's
to go into meters?
I assume it's probably because we're probably going from east to west. Well, from west to east, back to west again. It's probably the what is it? The quadrilateral rule?
Quadrantal
Quadrantal.
rule. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming so.
Although the Russians do,
Transport
I think the Russians do
71
use
with a right turn,
meters
50%
at
of
some
your
point
choice.
or another.
Oh,
Right.
so actually, is a pellet
use-
might be their
they u-
boundary in that
Exactly.
case,
Yeah,
isn't it?
they use MPS anyway, at least for their winds anyway. So
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure.
It's usually meters at the lower
Ah,
level.
okay.
and
Yeah, I think it might be the lower level.
QFE.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun. You
You
probably know more about this than I do, so I'm going to be sitting here.
And I haven't got a bloody clue.
Well, we'll all be going, tell us more, Angus.
It's a very uncomfortable feeling doing
Oh,
QFE
yeah.
because
Oh, yes.
you're really relying on the fact that they've given you the correct setting, like QNH or well, it's not QRH. What do you? I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, the correct figure.
QFE that they give you. Map select is blank.
Nagasaki, good morning.
First flight is 601 ready to copy.
I have no idea why they do it, to be honest. Maybe just to be difficult? I don't know.
Yeah, there's 601, go ahead.
Well, I've heard that they're going to
Oh, the
start.
dispatcher's back.
They're going to start changing to QNH, and they're going to do it airport by airport
Ah,
rather than just go countrywide. So they're going to see how it works at each airport. Bring it in slowly.
that's very
Yeah.
sensible. Hello, konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. I have low sheet.
Ah. Okay, so what do we have here? 292 passengers,
That's yep.
Hey,
5
Fraser.
crew.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks, Fraser. Thanks for joining us.
Do I need to sign 2 sheets or just
yeah.
one?
So there's one there.
You
keep one.
Ni hao. No.
Ni
Wrong part. No.
Wrong country.
Oh no, I forgot about the relations.
Oh dear. No wonder why the British have such a bad reputation around the world. It's because of you, Tim.
Oh, I'm always trying to build bridges where I can, actually.
No, Eric burn them.
Okay. Right, let me get some performance that we're. So,
700 wind 120 degrees 8 knots, runway 32 to the left.
So those that are joining us, we've got Angus in the left-hand seat here. Real
Circle
world,
line,
real
cover
live
700.
world bizjet pilot.
Hey, Nagasaki Tower, good morning.
What do you fly? Gulfstreams?
Yeah, Gulfstream 4, Gulfstream 550.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds really cool, doesn't
Yeah.
it? I like the pictures of the Gulfstream.
Oh,
They do look fantastic.
We don't tell anybody we get paid to do it either.
Absolutely.
We don't want anybody knowing.
That's just a nice perk of the job, isn't it? We've got
Tim
here.
Who's
is not a bizjet pilot, but in fact he does some fantastic important work looking after dogs.
I
And
do
animals.
indeed, I do.
Good evening,
Uh,
this is
yeah, you work for Battersea Dogs, sir?
requesting a
How dare you?
clearance,
How dare you?
No, it's
uniform
something else.
hotel, whiskey.
Cats are us.
Cats are us. Cats are us.
Cats are us.
Roger.
You get one more, and then you can have a guess later on.
Something to do with Dogs Trust.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes!
Well done.
What a good guess.
Well done.
There we go. Well, it was something to do with that anyway. But yeah, so Tim does that in his as a day job, but he's also very an avid flight simulator enthusiast. He flies for BAV and is a beta tester for the FS Labs.
Oh,
So how did you get involved with SimFest then?
so Andy, so I came along last year one evening, and I ended up coming back at Christmas, and then I've been along to a couple of others, and then yeah, somehow
You
ended
passed.
up, yeah, I think I passed a particular test.
Good.
Kind.
Oh, it's good to have you anyway.
Thank you.
Couple
So we got takeoff performance there as well. Whenever
You just
you're
seem to
ready,
have been in the
Angus.
sim all day long. You were flying this morning when I woke up.
And that was it for today. That's been it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It just feels like he's been here all day.
Smells like I've been in here all
Oh, I
day.
know.
Not that bad.
Just as well, people in the sim can't actually smell what it smells like in here. They'd be missing out on a treat. Apart from Angus, of course,
Well-
he just smells lovely.
Nagasaki Tower, velocity 738.
Craig has left the cockpit, so
Hello, Fraser.
bell ring.
I haven't flown yet, by the way. So
Angus, will you be wanting to put anything on the fixed page at all, or
Yeah.
not? Usually I like to
Put in
sort
the
of
terrain.
Yeah, I usually just like a little range ring and just a couple of bearings for the sector safe.
Yeah. So
if you're happy with something like that.
yeah, because we've got 6,000 is the highest to the southeast.
Yep.
Put that in.
Okay, so
If you can make it a short
if I do, so what's that going to be? That's going to be 1804. So if I do 25, and then so you've got that. Yep.
Okay.
Only one do you have the traffic pushing back from your right hand side inside?
So it splits up there a bit there. So we've got
Very nice.
so yeah, 3,100, 3,700, and about 7,000 for the other half. But
yeah.
okay,
good.
Okay, can you do
Very
it
nice.
visually? Just around that?
I saw those and I didn't know how to get to them, so.
those of you that are joining us, I think, have we still got the speed brake issue?
We do.
We do.
Okay, so we've got two. We've got running with two MELs at the moment. We've got speed brake and we've got hydraulic pump 4.
Yeah, the engine-driven demand.
Engine-driven demand pump 4 is buggered.
Okay, so we've got a load sheet.
Yep.
And we've got performance printout.
Yep.
We've got.
I've got it here. So, would you like to read it off, and I'll put the information in?
And
so
then weather. Do we have that printed?
we do have. We've got weather and ATIS here as well.
Okay.
For you. Excellent. So let's start with thrust limb. So assumed temperature, which will be the temp on there.
Okay, for our weight, and our weight was
270.4 was our takeoff weight, I believe. Or 272.
270. That would be 61 degrees.
Okay.
And
we're
gonna do.
that'll be a climb 2.
And 209.
We'll climb 2.
No, we'll do climb 1.
Do you climb 1? Okay. So we're looking at flaps 20.
Right.
1,000
foot.
Yep. Thrust reduction, climb 1, flaps 5.
209, thanks, Steve.
Does change to 1,000 sometimes. Don't know if you want to change to 1,000.
Sure.
Yep.
That's right.
Okay.
I forgot that.
Okay. And then just V speeds.
Okay. It would be 138 V1, 138 VR.
Yep.
149.
149. Excellent. Okay, and our MACTOW on there.
Gotta find it.
Oh yeah, the 61 for
Where's that?
Yeah.
Oh, there, MACTOW. 19.
19.
Point
Okay,
two.
excellent. Excellent. So that's our performance takeoff. Takeoff performance entered.
Okay.
Yep, excellent. And we've. Do you want to check? Should we check the critical data? The so our 0 fuel weight 234.6.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, reserves of 13.6.
Correct.
Cost index of 53.
53.
Just do our gross weight as well. 2731. So
more than
we're 38.5 tons of fuel.
I
Let's get my calculator out actually for this. If we're a lot quicker than I am.
No.
Well, 121 request taxi on 114.
And the gauge is showing 38.5.
Okay.
Taxi on 114, Tango 1, LZ1, 114.
27. Okay, no, that checks out. Yep, no, that's fine. The gross weight is correct as well.
Oops.
Initial cruise of 360. Step size IKO. Might put 1,000 in there. I know we're going to be having to climb it.
Okay.
Leave it as if you want, and just we can just do the dial up as and when.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And same with all the thrust.
Take
Take off forwards.
Excellent,
Okay. Okay, do you want to look at doing a briefing then in that
Yes.
case? Yeah.
So what do we have first coming up? We have pre-flight, which includes takeoff briefing. All right.
Maybe second clear on Mark 012
That's
on the
right. Use
island.
that cheat sheet, right?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so threats.
I call you back.
Great threats. We just have some terrain to the southeast, but we are departing to the northwest.
Yep.
So that's good. MEL, we're carrying speed brake, which means in the event of rejected takeoff.
Yep.
I think I'll select the speed brake because it'll be more difficult for you to get around to it.
Okay.
And you'll do the thrust reverse.
Yep.
And the other MEL item with the pump shouldn't be a factor on the flight, unless something goes wrong with that pump.
Sure. But we'll be keeping it on for the duration.
Right.
Excellent.
So that's non-standard.
Nagasaki Tower, American
And then
13, requesting
AIS,
power
what's that?
clearance.
Oh,
Airport information.
okay.
So that's your METAR
METAR.
and ATIS there.
American 13, call you back.
Do we use the PSX ATIS? Or the...
Yeah, because it the way that all functions together.
Right. So it's saying expect runway 14, but we're expecting 32.
Yep.
Transition level of 140. Is that in the box? That's under VNAV, isn't it?
So what have we got? We've got a yes. 40.
And winds 130 at 8, it's saying. And unlimited visibility, fuel at 3500, temperature 12. So no requirement for anti-ice, no on takeoff, no precipitation. And 1026, which I have set on the left. And
okay. You just check the ATIS on there. Is it they're saying 1208-ish as well?
What, the ATIS?
Yeah.
It's 2762.
We're using runway 32.
Where are we? RJ.
Alright, we are cleared to the airport files via the North 8 departure.
10,
transition to the files
1026.
6000.
Is the altimeter. What does it say for runway?
11917, squawk
14?
Well,
2762.
they don't actually have an ATIS set up at the moment, but the wind is 1208, so it was assumed that 114 would be in use.
Okay.
You can check with the controller though, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think the ground crew are trying to get hold of you as well. Sorry.
Oh yes, that's right. So if you so for ground crew, if you mic onto this one, even though, and then you just radio transmission as normal.
And we're checking with them for what?
So they'll be just loading all the bags, just shutting all the doors down there. Probably want to start disconnecting the external power.
Okay. And ground crew from cockpit?
Is that right?
Ground crew
Good
from
morning, I
cockpit?
would unfortunately have a request for I-50.
You can go ahead with the disconnecting ground power, and we're just finishing up bags and passengers.
That's just for the 18 ready to copy.
It's not the answer that you wanted, but it's great. Excellent.
That's just the 18.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'll say the aircraft are all coming in on this direction still, so.
So it looks like they're still using 32?
They assume 32, so it might mean that I guess we're going to get a bit of a tailwind departing, but I guess when you get clearance, we can just confirm that.
Okay. All right. So that's Nagasaki. Oh, we're out in the water on this one.
Yep.
Airport built out in the ocean. Okay. So now we need to figure out where we're parked.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
All right. So it's saying number 6.
Okay.
Stand 6.
No, John, thanks very much for joining us.
So if we're going for 32, we'd want to push back and then tail to the right.
Would it be nose right?
We're nose in?
Yeah, we're nose in, so we'll tail left, nose right.
Nose right?
Yeah.
So?
Please correct me if I'm wrong, by the way.
Yeah. And I just heard him using 32.
Okay.
And then it'll looks like be taxiing via Papa taxiway to the holding point.
Okay.
Tango 1.
Yep.
That's good. And then takeoff alternates, nothing we need today. Taxi route's good. Flaps are 20. Runway performance we're happy with.
Yep.
And terrain awareness to the southeast, and you've put in the...
yep, so we've got a little bit of a visual reference there, yep.
And transition altitude we said again was, I've already forgotten.
14,140.
Yeah, 14, I see it. Okay, the SID. Let's take a look at the SID in the box and see if it matches what we have. So first thing, runway 32, climb on radial 331 to Pearl. Is that what we show in the legs? 331 to Pearl. And doesn't show an altitude there, so...
No. Well, we've got at or above 6,000 at Pearl on my chart.
Okay, so we'll put 3,100 in here just so to show it. We don't have a clearance altitude yet.
Okay.
And departure frequency 21.1. You want to make a note of that? Put it on. Even put it on here so that we know where it is. Airport elevation is 8. Climb gradient required is a 5% climb gradient. And we go out to Pearl, and then after that we're going to IKI, which I saw, or IKE in the flight plan.
Yep.
That's good.
Excellent.
Okay. All right. AFDS, what's that?
I think automatic flight director system.
Oh, okay, so we're going to make sure we have these up.
Yep.
Either that or I'm making it up.
Okay, very good. And Toga's selected.
And I think that would also relate to whether you want LNAV, VNAV.
Well, yeah, well, that's part of your
yeah.
going through and obviously setting this to V2 and this for their runway heading.
Right.
And
That's what I'm doing now, right?
Cleared. Yeah.
So we got LNAV, VNAV. We're waiting for the clearance to put in an altitude.
And 149 as well for the V2.
149. Okay, so that doesn't go in automatically?
No.
Okay.
Does it go in automatically on the Gulfstream?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Could do more of this one, I
and
think.
radio aids, so the return ILS would be back into 32.
Yep.
And that would come up automatically. And emergencies, what we seem to have here is we end up lining up for takeoff.
Yep.
And waiting, so we can discuss emergencies there.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay, excellent.
Come back to it.
Excellent. Shall I do the before start? I'll do the pre-flight.
Okay.
And then hopefully they'll finish loading, and then we can look at doing the before start, and hopefully.
Okay.
So pre-flight inspections and security.
You did that.
Yep. Completed. Oxygen.
100%.
Flight instruments.
Okay, I've got to. Presently, I got to put up the runway heading. Hold on. So
That's right. I think it's just like it's what we've got here. So it's 059 and
okay, 059 on both sides.
Yep, and I've got 10 feet on the altimeter.
On 1026, which matches the airport elevation of 8.
Yep. Parking brake
is set and indicator.
Fuel control switches.
4 off.
PFD. So V2 is just a.
Okay, so yeah, I've got 30 on the airspeed, which is expected. One of our aircraft is 40, the other one's 50. So 149 for V2.
Yep.
Takeoff Toga with LNAV and VNAV. 3,100 feet because we don't have a filed altitude yet.
Yep. Excellent. Takeoff speeds.
138, 138, 149.
Excellent. ACARS pre-flight I have completed.
Okay.
CDU pre-flight.
Complete.
Excellent. Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Complete.
Excellent. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Very good. Let's see the before takeoff. Sorry, the before start checklist. What do we need to do?
So, flight deck doors, passenger doors, beacon and transponder. So, should we get a call for some clearance?
Call for clearance. Okay, and looks like it's on ground 21.6.
Okay.
But I see 18.5 up here. Do you know
they've just got a tower open at the moment, I'm afraid.
Okay, so we use 18.5.
Yeah. Sounds good.
W4 Charlie Papa, ready to copy? On the 909, ready to copy?
Ready to copy from 909.
On the 909, European destination Robbie Village, Charlie, Charlie, rising north, 8, departure.
This controller sounds very German, doesn't he? It doesn't sound very Japanese.
Walk 2702,
How much?
departure, runway
How much would I
32.
bet he's called? Oh, it is. He's yeah. One of the hit squad guys.
Here's a Cheeto via the north 8 departure and she'll climb
Cheetos, he's going to.
Walk 2702.
Correct.
Correct.
And like I said, good morning, Speedbird 3-1, Whiskey Foxtrot 3-2 approach.
Speedbird 3-1 Whiskey Foxtrot, tower, hello, wind 120 degrees, north, runway 32, clear to land.
Good morning, Land 32, Speedbird 3-1, Whiskey Fox.
Aussie 121, are we expecting frequency change shortly?
121. Yeah, Aussie 121, point confirm.
AFM Aussie 121.
I sent you over before anyway. Contact 119er 1753. Goodbye.
119 175, good day, Aussie 121.
Clearance, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Stand 6, information Romeo. IFR clearance to uniform. Disregard. Yep.
There we go.
That's why I didn't hear
That always
myself.
helps. Yeah.
Now we're gonna get that Japanese guy calling me back.
I dread to think what his reply will be.
Dublin 425 Park, yes. Vladivostok, North 8 departure, runway 32. Initial 6,000 feet, walk 2731.
Correct.
Like that, read back, correct.
Correct.
Tower United 601.
The point.
United 601, 2 Willis 1, runway 32 via Papa Hangar 1. Papa 1, United 601.
Clearance, Speedbird 47 Charlie, stand 6, information Romeo, IFR Uniform Hotel Whiskey Whiskey.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, you're huge, country number 3 for clearance, I call you.
Oh.
Okay. Alright.
It's interesting actually, I've noticed actually that we're often quite in the queue, like when you call up. I don't know whether you do something similar as well, where you fly to really busy international airports, and sometimes you have to cheat a little bit, where you have to almost say you're ready, knowing that you'll be waiting for a while. And then do your brief. Do you know what I mean? I noticed that on our last flight a couple of trips ago, where actually you spend the time briefing and then you say we're ready, and then you think, wait, yeah. I wonder whether that's something we could maybe proactively get ahead in the queue next time.
Do what we're ready? Yeah, you'll be number 4.
Yeah,
brilliant. First, yeah.
Or maybe get it at the start of your brief, and then wait, do your brief,
well,
and
it's
then
also nicer to brief when you have the clearance for it.
Exactly,
You can completely change.
Exactly.
6,000
But it's like Italy as well. Italy is like a bit of a nightmare for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you just don't know what you're going to do until like 5 minutes before departure.
That visual is complete. It's very dark.
Ready for the push.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's night time in one of our visuals.
Papa pushback is approved facing southeast.
Push approved facing southeast, Dublin 425.
I shall inform the management.
Land away 32.
Nagasaki Tower, Giant 1471, requesting clearance to Vladivostok, North 8 departure, 6,000, runway 32. Just requesting transponder code, please.
Oh dear.
Sorry, who's calling?
Just press the clock on the pilot side, it'll do a time sync apparently.
1471.
Press the clock. Have you got clock on your side? Yeah.
Want me to do?
Cool. Actually, I can't remember if Gary's actually plugged in the clock button there as well. Has he done that?
I think
so. Yeah, try it. Oh, maybe not. Oh!
Yeah, I remember hearing that on the other leg. I didn't know what he was asking.
Ah, well done, Liam D85. Very good. Liam D85 spends a lot of time watching the sim. He's probably spent more time watching it than I.
Please make a straight.
So I noticed that the pressure must have changed because we're now showing minus 20 feet on the altimeter.
There you go. Is that better now on the left there for you, Angus?
That's much better.
Yeah, cool.
There we go.
So you take in the quarter?
I'll get a little update for you. RJF.
Facing southeast.
Still saying 1026. Hello?
Nagasaki Tower, Figure 8 Mike for the clearance queue, please. Hallo Oliver.
Mike, schönen Abend, Standby number 4 for Hill.
Ja, dann wollte ich voll nur die Liste.
Nagasaki Tower, John 1471.
Are there any chocolate peanut butter M&M's left?
1471, second please. 1471.
Oh, can I have, as you can see, I've been quite enjoying these.
Is there a bottle of water?
They're just in the galley.
There was one I left.
There's a box of quality.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
2712.
10.
Yeah.
You know one way to get my heart rate up.
Port code 2710 for Giant 1471.
I'm alright, mate. Thank you. I've got just a couple of quality street. That'd be lovely. Thank you. My quality street addiction is kicking in again, I think.
Oh, there was one there.
Yeah, I've eaten that. I put them there. It's already disappeared. Oh, here we go. Bear J is coming up with some more interesting, delightful meal options. Do you remember we had the lovely, what was it, in red wine reduction?
Oh,
lamb. It was a lovely lamb in white,
or something.
lamb shank in red wine reduction in Kidderminster, of all places, the home of fine cuisine. And apparently he says here the finest Chinese meal I've ever had was at Bremen Airport, just off the terminal. Fantastic satay and beautiful waitresses who weirdly spoke perfect English in Germany. That's been known to happen. You never know. What's the best meal you've ever had, Angus? Away?
Oh, I have them all the time, so I have no idea.
Life of
yeah, we don't have per diems.
Per diems? Means what
do you call them here? Like a amount you're allowed to spend in a day? Like a limit?
Like a night stop allowance.
Okay,
yeah,
so we don't have that.
Oh, right.
We just have a credit card.
Oh, nice.
So
that you're not responsible for?
No. As long as it's within reason.
So, yeah. £100 each a night isn't unreasonable, is it?
Is a bottle of Cristal unreasonable?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of that goes on.
Cruise should be eating plain food. Well, it's funny enough you said that for the Fox 2 actually. I did actually suggest to Gary a while back that we get some like these little 4 trays, you know, like we do on like the normal airlines, not like your silver service luxury that you're used to, Angus. But and that we get someone to pretend to be the cabin crew and come in and serve us. And then we get like ovens as well. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Hello. Mop around it with what? My tongue? Oh!
Thanks, Dave.
So it looks like 6 seems to be the common trim.
Yeah.
Qantas 25, are you ready to copy?
Ah, okay. I think we must be after them.
Qantas 25, we're anticipating a North 8 departure, initial climb 6,000 feet, runway 3.
He's telling him what the clearance is.
I like that.
We're also ready to push start.
Oh, make it rain. Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks, darling.
South service is great, walk 2741, Qantas 25.
This is going to smell weird.
Oh!
Going to taste like...
Don't do it around the lip.
I won't do it around the lip, that's fine. Well, at least it'll be clean. It'll just
Thank you.
Lemony fresh.
Push start approved, push back facing southeast, 125.
Smell
Thank
that.
you very much.
It's almost like it's got a citrus flavour to it. There you go. Gosh. Does anyone want a quality street?
I'm okay at the moment, thank you.
A which?
Quality street?
I'm okay at the moment, thank you.
It's classic British confectionery.
I'll definitely do that once we're airborne.
Roger that. Traffic behind, but clear of the traffic crossing behind. Some crew. You know what? Wait a second. There's another aircraft still coming. I'll call you back.
Copy that on now.
I will enforce Charlie Papa line up on way 32.
Why have I
It's a
been...
good controller though.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. He's obviously very busy.
He's doing the landing.
Yeah.
takeoff, taxi, and clearance.
Aeroflot 45 calling.
Here we go.
We are
Mussels in garlic and white wine on
What
a
I might
beach
do, I
event.
might just take 0.88 here.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
that
no,
was-
not maybe not for our cruise speed. I don't know. The forward slashes.
There you go.
Here we go.
I mean, for Charlie Papa, wind 13 degrees 5 knots, runway 32, clear for takeoff.
We'll take off runway 32, we'll put in for Charlie Papa.
New Zealand 1492 liner, runway 32.
Well, that's away runway 32, New Zealand 1492.
Do we want to do the pressurization and all that stuff?
I think it's worth it. Yeah,
Yeah, because we're
then
waiting.
we can just hopefully get on go. So yeah, that one.
Okay, taxi, runway
Ground crew from cockpit.
Alpha and Tango 1. Alpha, Bravo 1.
Yes, are we free to pressurize the hydraulics? Okay, going ahead. Thank you. All right.
So we'll
do your thing.
Oh god. So I think that's still going to go to AUX. It's only when it's on the engine that.
11209, tower hello, your number 4 for clearance, I call you back. Okay, all stations waiting for clearance. Please go over to ground now on frequency 121.
Quick, go!
116
116
for clearance, pushback and taxi please.
Excellent.
Clearance.
Oh, hang on. Is that right? No?
Just hang fire. Yeah, I think he's just setting up now.
Gotta wait a second.
I don't know.
Thought it might be first in the list.
Okay.
Giant 1471, hold position.
Oh, here we go.
Holding position, Giant 1471.
And Qantas 25 is requesting taxi clearance.
Qantas 25, taxi Tango 1, holding point, runway 32.
Holding point runway 32, Qantas 25.
Clearance, Speedbird 47 Charlie, stand 6. Information Romeo. Requesting IFR clearance, Uniform Hotel, Whiskey Whiskey.
Siberia 82 Mike, you're number 1 for clearance, Speedbird,
4, 7.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, you're number 2.
And Scandinavian 209, could you make me number 3 for about
Roger, Scandinavian 209.
Oh, we're pretty much. Do we do the before start checklist?
Let's do it, yeah.
Flight deck door.
Locked. Is that somewhere down here?
Actually, it's a.
Okay.
Probably
a light in the real airplane, I assume, yeah?
Passenger signs.
They can go, they're both on.
And they're on.
Alpha Delta Bravo 132 Foxtrot second.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yep. Beacon.
You've got on,
is
both.
And transponder we've got off.
Okay.
Roger,
Alpha
Delta Bravo 132 Foxtrot,
so before
contact tower now.
start checklist is complete. Brilliant. Pedal to the metal.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, clearance available.
47 Charlie, go ahead.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, you cleared to your destination, Vladivostok via North 8. Departure, runway 32, maintain 6000, squawk 2656.
What departure was that?
North 8, that's the North 8.
Okay, Charlie, correction, 47 Charlie's cleared to destination on the North 8 departure. Departure off runway 32, climb initially 6,000 feet, squawk 6256. Correction, 2656?
Speedbird 47 Charlie, break, Qantas 25, contact tower 118.5 today.
118.5, Qantas 25, thanks very much. Okay.
Giant 1471, push and start approved.
Guess that means?
Yeah, I think so.
Push and start approved, Giant 1471.
Ground Mike Charlie 012.
Probably.
Push back.
Yeah, I think so.
Mike Charlie 012, stand by, break, Siberia 82 Mike, you cleared to
Vladivostok via North 8 departure,
have you
runway
got my,
32, maintain 6000, squawk 2661.
Up.
Oh.
Dear cleared
Oh.
Vladivostok, runway 32, North 8 departure.
No?
Sequencing initial 2661.
You strapped in?
Walk, Siberian Alliance 8 Mike.
Yes.
You strapped in? Not.
Siberian 82 Mike, Great Bake, Scandinavian 209er.
Oh, sorry, you want me to full.
209?
Sorry, yes.
Scandinavian 209, you cleared to Vladivostok via North 8 departure, runway 32, maintain 6000, squawk 2621.
Scandinavian 209 is clear via the North 8 departure on runway 32, real time initial 6000 with a squawk 2621.
Scandinavian 209er.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, stand 6, requesting pushback.
Mike is back for, is ready for pushback.
2 stations together there.
Speedbird 47.
To Mike, we're ready for pushback.
Siberian 82 Mike, pushback approved.
Oh, what?
Pushback approved, Siberian 82 Mike.
Not fair, is it?
Speedbird 47 Charlie, stand 6, ready for pushback.
209 request start and push.
Voice code.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, pushback approved.
47 Charlie. Okay. Ground crew from cockpit.
American 1013, requesting pushback.
And we're cleared for pushback and tail southeast to the right.
Your pushback is approved.
Pushback approved. Thank you, John 1471.
Ground from Velocity 738 requesting IFR clearance to Vladivostok.
The nose to the right, tail to the left.
209 is look for starting push.
Bloody Australians.
Scandinavian 209.
They get everywhere, don't
position, break, Velocity 738, you cleared to Vladivostok, runway 32, North 8 departure, maintain 6000, squawk 2630.
Clear to Vladivostok, runway 32, North 8 departure, squawk 2630. Velocity 738.
Velocity 738. American aircraft calling for clearance or pushback.
That's American 1013, requesting push and start.
American 1013 aircraft next to you is pushing back, hold position.
Push back, hold position, American 1013.
Has the man asked you to release the brakes?
No. I think he just said standby. And cockpit to ground, we're ready for pushback.
Station calling, say your call sign again.
Yeah.
on Mike.
Might be a PSX.net needs
Keep
to
on
be
909, hold
restarted
position.
or something.
Okay.
Mike Charlie 012, you cleared to Vladivostok, North 8 departure, runway 32, maintain 6000, squawk 2662.
Ah, your doors are still. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, it's all good. All the doors closed.
Mike Charlie 012.
Yep. Call closed.
Oh, you can see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, you might need to close PSX net and open up again, possibly.
We'll try. Yeah.
We'll
try. Yeah.
You just think it's somewhere free.
Speedbird 242, continue taxi, follow the Korean Airlines aircraft up. I just give way to the aircraft pushing back.
Oh yeah, because for me, I can wait to push my aircraft.
I don't think so. Nope.
Mike Charlie 012, hold position.
Spirit 8 Mike, ready for taxi.
Spirit 82 Mike, taxi runway 32 Tango 1 holding point.
Holding for Tango 1, runway 32, Spirit 8 Mike.
We're having a small technical issue with the tug downstairs at the moment. Please do.
I'll just get some
Ground velocity.
All right, thank you very much.
Velocity 738 hold position.
a small problem with the tow bar here.
Holding position, velocity 738.
All right. Well, let's use the time and we'll discuss any emergencies. So this will be a non-standard takeoff off of runway 32 because we have
Nagasaki ground.
speed brake.
Yep.
Autos failed.
Ready for taxi to runway
And
32.
the rest of it is normal. Would be flap 20
1471, taxi
and
runway 32.
LNAV, VNAV departure off runway 32.
Taxi runway 32.
Anything either one of us see below 80 knots,
Yep.
either one of us call aboard. I'll bring it to a stop on the runway,
Spirit
which will
82
include
contact tower
extending
195,
the speed brake, and you'll use maximum thrust reverse.
Yep.
I'll bring it to a stop, we'll set the parking brake, assess the situation. After 80 knots, before V1, we'll reject for any fire, engine failure, if I leave the center line, or anything deemed unsafe to fly with. Jam controls is one of the concerns we have. Otherwise, after a V1 of 138, we'll continue.
Yep.
And in the event of an engine failure, I'll climb out at 149 up to 1,000 feet. Accelerate to 190. Is it on this that we do in the event of an engine failure?
Good question. I believe it is.
I think sounded familiar.
That sounds
years before.
Yep.
And then we'll clean up on schedule on the airspeed with this, and then we're going to be overweight to come back in here.
Hello, this is pushback second line support.
So, yep, go ahead.
Velocity 738, push approved.
Could you please put your feet all the way down on the brake?
Approved, velocity 738.
Okay, all the way down.
I see the problem.
American 1013, push approved.
Right, could you put your feet all the way down on the brakes again, and pull the parking switch up.
Roger, push approved,
There
American 1013.
There we go, lovely, stand by.
White Charlie 012, pushback approved.
Could you release your brakes, please?
Released.
Giant 1471, contact tower 18.5, yeah.
These rudder pedals are stationary, right? You can't move them?
Yeah. You can't move them forward or backwards. No, I don't think so, no.
Just wanted to check. So I guess it was a brake issue. So we'll accelerate, and then I guess the question of, I don't know the numbers on this airplane, but if we had to come back in, are we overweight for landing?
What do you mean? What's our tower 270?
I probably could have written in my notes here somewhere.
We're pushing back.
Okay, we're pushing back.
Good.
Second line support would request which way would you like to face the nose?
Nose to the right, southeast.
Nippon 909, push approved.
And confirm clear to start engines?
Why not? Why not?
Very good, thank you.
Bent.
All right, you can go ahead.
Excellent.
3 and 4.
Oh, spin up one.
Okay, max landing weight's 285.7.
Okay, so we're going to be under then in that case.
Okay, so we come back in. We'll come back in for runway 32.
Yep.
Otherwise, we're flying the North 8 departure, which is a track of 331 to Pearl, and then out. That's at 6,000 feet or above. Brake set. So I hope they are.
Thank you disconnecting the tow bar.
And above 6,000 and then out to Ike, I-K-E.
White Charlie 012, hold position.
Transition through 140.
Try again, shall
Any
we?
questions?
No, I have no questions. That's all. Yeah. Let's try again. Okay. Let me just try the whole cycle again. Just go up.
Yeah, just push it in.
There we go. Let's start on that one.
Yeah.
Zoom.
And your hand signals be on
There we
the
go, good.
left-hand side, and have a very nice flight. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. And just work on that tug next time, eh? Yeah, yeah.
Qantas 325, you cleared to Vladivostok, runway 32, North 8 departure, maintain 6000, squawk 2654. Qantas 325.
I'm aware of that, but we'll be switching it to on once we've started the
right.
Once we've finished the engine start procedure.
Why does it show electric gen 4 off?
Because engine 4 started, however, because the engine hydraulic demand pump is in op.
Oh.
It's giving us the warning.
Oh, okay. So the gen isn't off.
So we've got 2 good starts, all 3.
I think that should hopefully go away once you switch it all back to auto.
Well, no, because this is going to go to on.
Well, yeah,
goes
so
on.
on, yeah.
It
so,
also it
yeah.
should just clean itself up. Yeah.
Should being the operative word.
It should. It should.
It should. It should.
So. You always need like a little mirror on this right hand side to see any passing traffic.
Yeah. So the taxiway is straight ahead there, just
It is,
one
yep.
slightly to the right.
Yep. Excellent. 4 good starts.
Okay.
Excellent. Yep.
Speedbird 47 Charlie ground.
Do you want to... they're calling... So yeah, they're calling you.
Oh, okay.
And Qantas 325 request position start.
And now we still have that electrical gen 4 off.
Qantas 325 hold position.
Hold position, Qantas 325.
However, we've got it because we...
Yeah, but it's a generator. What's that got to do with hydraulics? This should be out. Can we just reselect that?
That might actually be it might actually be a fault in itself.
Right.
Speedbird
That's why I'm wondering if we
47
have
Charlie
that.
ground.
47 Charlie, go ahead.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, are you almost ready to go?
Almost. We just have one item to, an electrical item to check before we move. We'll advise ready.
Roger.
Nagasaki ground on command 9
Station calling, say your call sign again.
Okay, so the so elect gen off 1, 2, 3 or 4, which is what we've got.
Yep.
Condition: the generator control is
909
open.
position.
Objective: to reset the generator. So attempt only 1 reset per flight. So gen con switch to off.
That's the con switch, is it? Yes, gen con.
Yep, so
4.
off.
I'll see you 738, taxi straight ahead and hold behind
Then
the 737 aircraft in front of you.
Reset. Cleared it.
Excellent. Wonders what you can achieve with teamwork, isn't it?
909,
Right, I shall do
737 in front of
a
you.
before taxi checklist.
Go ahead.
Flight controls.
I didn't check.
Okay. Anti-ice. Oh, sorry.
4 auto.
Okay. Do you want to just send your rudders back? Just
Oh, yes.
in the middle for something.
Good, thank you.
All Nippon 909,
recall.
737 in front of you.
Recall, so we've got speed brake auto as expected, and the hydraulic pressure 4 as expected.
Yep, so I'm going to cancel those.
Yes.
Auto brake.
Is rejected takeoff. I see it.
Excellent. Flaps.
20.
Excellent. Ground crew clearance.
I got a nice wave from
Excellent.
gentlemen.
Full taxi checklist complete.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, stand 6, ready to taxi. By a popper.
247 Charlie, taxi, runway 32.
Taxiing for runway 32, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Okay, brakes off.
Mike Charlie 012.
I'll take the lights on.
Speedbird
Okay.
747.
Okay, they're on already?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Clear on the right?
We are clear on the right.
Nagasaki ground, 4364 Foxtrot.
Brakes check are good.
The Vladivostok.
And we're clear of the ramp. Taxi checklist?
4 Foxtrot.
Well, before takeoff checklist this will be. Say again? Before takeoff checklist this will be.
Before takeoff, okay.
Yep. So final load sheet, yet to be acknowledged, not come through yet. Flaps,
20.
Trim,
6,
runway 32,
00.
Takeoff briefing,
no change?
No change. Runway speed, EPR VNAV.
Foxtrot, North 8
Okay,
departure.
I see and I see the LNAV VNAV.
That excellent. Cabin report. Haven't received that either yet. And transponder should be auto
On this
Antara
325, once that conga line behind you passes, should finish with the Scandinavian 737, push back approved.
Street conga line passes, push through, calling CT5.
Speedbird 47 Charlie Tower 18.5 day.
118.5.
Well, please turn your
That's one of the things on the checklist is to
Tower
turn your phone
185,
off.
Speedbird 47.
Speedbird 47 Charlie Tower 18.5, bye bye.
Tower 1185, Speedbird 47 Charlie, thanks.
I like a little bit of music before I go flying.
Mike Charlie 012 18.5 day.
Awkward moment when your phone won't stop ringing.
Yeah.
Cabin ready, excellent. That is our before takeoff checklist is complete.
Thank you, sir.
Right, so just give them a call.
Okay, aircraft's on final.
Okay.
Mike Charlie 012, hello.
And Speedbird 47 Charlie holding short runway 32.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, line up runway 32.
Line up.
Line up runway 32, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Okay, so it's clear on final.
Yep. And he's just rolling out.
There's no final checklist on this, is there?
No, so it's the before takeoff checklist and then we do an after takeoff checklist.
Easy peasy. Last year, I never lined up properly. I always went too late.
Okay. I know one of the visual cues is like the bottom right hand side of this window here, but
Bad. Oh,
oops. Look at the speed.
Yeah, velocity 738.
It's hard, isn't it, to get that appreciation of the speed, isn't it? Yeah.
Velocity 738, Tower North.
I think that's the team Jetsam guys over there.
Okay, so 3, 2, 4. I'm not lined up properly, I don't think. I think I'm a little too far.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, wind 130 pass on runway 32, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff runway 32, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Okay, you're all
go.
set?
Yep.
Good.
Do again. Twice. That.
There it goes.
Hi Charlie 012, line up runway 32.
Thrust set.
Yep. .80 knots.
Check. rotate.
Continue.
Bit late now.
Positive rate.
Gear up, please.
Gear up.
Well, any guesses who we might think that might be?
Is that going to be Norman Blackburn by any chance?
No.
Yeah, got LNAV and VNAV speed checks.
Thanks. Someone that we know, Sam?
Yeah, friend of mine, Fraser.
Oh, okay.
Who also happens to be a Airbus pilot. Bloody Airbus pilot.
Bloody Airbus pilots.
Just can't.
Is that 1189, Sam? Sam, was that 1189?
1185. Oh, 1189, yeah, sorry, 1189, yeah.
Bye, Duke. See you later. 1189 is P-bed 47 Charlie, thanks. 47 Charlie, passing 1700 for 6000.
Laps 10, please.
Laps 10.
P-bed 47 Charlie, good morning. Control identified. Climb and maintain flight level 360 direct TV work.
Roger that. Climb, maintain flight level 360 and clear direct to India Kilo Echo 47 Charlie.
I'll take flaps 5 first.
Flaps fine.
Don't forget to dial in the window as well, Tim.
I couldn't remember if that was his responsibility or mine, but I appreciate he's actually.
If he's flying, if he's hand flying, then you dial all the you make the MTP selections.
Yeah. Okay, and then
flaps 1, please.
Flaps 1. Are you happy for me to do a direct?
Yes,
to
please. LNAV.
Okay.
Selected.
So you can see that's.
We got a right turn.
Yeah, it's going to be a right turn.
Yeah, I agree.
There we go.
There we go. And flaps up, please.
Flaps up.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
On their way up.
We're in no rush. Wait till it's up.
Oh, we got it off the ground, that's the start.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, let's go good for you. India Kilo Echo.
You right?
After Yankee Kilo Echo.
Didn't hear somebody just stamped all over him.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, after India Kilo Echo. Proceed direct to access Delta Golf 0 and Uniform 0.
Access.
Roger that, after India Kilo Echo direct to access 47 Charlie.
Very nice.
Giant 1471.
Yeah, I agree.
Control, how are we?
71 on this frequency.
I'm just going to put access in there because I want to do it as in a beam with a beam point rather than just doing it direct to. Sorry, so I've taken a checklist. Flaps.
Up and indicating.
Pressurization. We are.
Cabin altitude 250, climbing at 100 foot. Pressurized.
And altitude we can do standard sets.
Yes. Side left. Going through 7,500.
7,600. Check. Excellent. I'll take off checklist complete.
Thank you.
Oh, what is it called? Contact now. Romeo Kilo. On a 125. Charlie Papa, I found out what he's called. Indian Center. Contact
How do we do it?
Contact Indian Center on 125.
Hey, we're out at 10,000. So lights off, and is it seatbelts, I assume?
No, we can do seatbelts if you like. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah,
so,
let's do it. And we're accelerating.
Very smooth.
What are you trying to do, Tim?
I want to do a beam points, but it's.
So what are you trying to put into?
So we're doing a direct to access, but I'd like to keep the points in there just for reference.
Oh right, when you normally do it, it should come up in there. So
it's just not giving us the option, but
oh, fair enough.
maybe it's not a long enough time. Unfortunately, I'm used to thinking about it a different way.
That's a dirty word in here. The A word.
The A word.
Although,
I'm pretty sure that...
Try putting Malso on top of Axis. See what it offers you.
No, it's not doing it there. It doesn't do it there either.
No? Oh, okay, fair enough.
But I'm pretty sure that it used to prompt you for that at beam point.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Now for 425, contact the clear the center frequency 125.
Hey, autopilot's on.
Excellent, good work. Oh, excuse me.
Somebody's asked me, Fighter Fox 2 has asked me, would I swap this to 320 for the 744? That's a tricky question, that one.
Well, just for the historic thing to fly 747.
It will if you were going to that point straight away, not after another point.
Okay. So, go to legs page.
Yep.
And then pick a waypoint a couple of points down and put it on top of IKE.
Like that.
So look.
Yeah, 1471.
So put like Malso over IKE. There you go.
Oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. That's what we wanted. Oh, well, the direct 2 isn't too long, so it's good to remember. I like the someone's on the ball.
But even in other types of airplanes, even if when they say to you route IKE Axis, there's no real way of keeping the beams.
No,
because they're giving you a shortcut.
Yeah.
So what you could do, which is what we do, you can do it on 747 as well if you really want to, is put route, copy the route.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay.
So you can go into route.
Route 2.
Just route. Push the route button. Index or route. Just push route again. Route 2. Whoops. What's that got in it? That's got something else, isn't it?
Oh, that's East Coast USA. We don't want that.
Oh no, we don't want that at all, do we?
No. That's right.
Fair enough.
Interesting. Good.
But maybe there's some options there anyway.
Yeah, interesting.
But no, also thanks to.
Excellent. Thank you, Fraser. 10 great British pounds. Good timing. Good timing. Good timing.
I was quite impressed with that timing actually. I thought
that was very good. That was very good.
I thought that was very good timing.
I looked at the corner of my eye and I went, okay.
Unfortunately, I saw donations, so I just kind of ignored it. I thought, we're going. We're committed here. Nothing personal, Fraser.
So our ATC boundaries at Kanso is probably into Korean airspace, I'm guessing.
Oh.
It's called Pyongyang or something. Let's see.
Pyongyang.
How do you pronounce that?
Pyongyang.
Pyongyang. And then
Pyongyang.
up at Rivat,
North Korea.
We're out of it again. I'm surprised that we've been allowed to fly into the North Koreans' airspace. Actually.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. Probably makes it more interesting.
It does. It adds a little bit of risk
because the routing would have probably been out into Japanese airspace and then.
But I guess there must be flights that do that. They will skirt that border and go.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I've never been in their airspace.
No.
But I think I have. No. I think I heard one of the guys was there in an air ambulance, and they were in Taiwan airspace, and they heard fighters being dispatched.
Oh right.
To track somebody. Yeah.
But that's you remember something like that? I'm sure.
Yes.
It's not going to happen every day.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're over India Kilo Echo.
What's happening? It's 26. Might just be.
Can I just check as well? I forgot all the guys that are watching the stream actually if the moving map is working still.
Yeah, stick the speed up a little bit, see if we can get a little bit of time back. I'm not sure what time the next leg's supposed to be. I would probably think we were running about an hour late. I'm not sure how we fared.
I should check. So
next leg is at 0015.
Yeah, and we're due in at 25 past.
0015.
Yeah,
so
okay.
half an hour.
So we're running about.
Okay, well, no,
we're running about an hour late. Yeah,
okay, we can make some time up, can't we?
But there's.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, seems you're the only one on the frequency at the moment. How are you reading?
We just repeat 447. We got you fine, but there's no frequency on that. Turn it up.
47 Charlie, thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's only a 1 hour turnaround there, but in Petropavlovsk, there's an hour and a half in the schedule.
Oh, okay. So they've got an hour and a half, have they?
Yeah, the leg after.
Oh, that's, yeah.
They'll have time. That's probably when they're working on the airplane, getting everything fixed, according to Jimmy.
Oh, look at that. Okay, well, we've got a little bit of time back on there. It's 23 at the moment.
All right, so the next thing we'll need to do is see if the weather's going to improve there.
Yes, so we did get we had a little look at the weather before we left. It was looking at freezing fog, -3. Was it a runway code?
Visibility?
Runway.
Sorry? And the runway code in Vladivostok.
Oh, the.
So it was a coefficient of 70, which I'm not really sure what that means.
Actually, I have a really cool app on this actually, which I can show you. So the airport code we're going to is UHWW.
Yes.
Correct. Yep.
Vladivostok. Knivci. Dobrydna.
That's
Polish. Gospodan. I don't know. Anyway, 25 left. It's saying /0///70.
So is that a you said that's a coefficient?
No, that's the last bit is the runway coefficient, which is pretty pants.
What is that? Is that so? There's only we've got what kind of friction?
Poor. Like landing on sluggish, like a wet sponge. A hospital. What is it? It's a big building with patients, but that's not important. Sorry. Probably not helpful chucking airplane quotes at you, is it?
UH
Second? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy it into here and I'll decode it for you. So there you go. Oh, it's not that bad actually. It's not that bad.
Clear and dry.
No contaminant really reported. Operationally not significant. It's good.
Oh, okay. So it's
actually all right.
Oh, okay. So the first one was the 0 was.
Yeah, that's
okay,
a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose isn't it really the main thing is the first number, isn't it, and the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Anyway.
And what was the visibility there? They had it in meters or something.
I think the RVR was pretty poor.
Oh, so that'd be 3,100 meters visibility in haze. So that's basically 2 miles. Well, that's better than I thought. Scattered at 11. Getting in there at
127.5. John 47.
120.
in meters per second. I think you just double it to get the wind. So if it's at 3, so that would be 6. Vertical visibility is 200 feet. But approach is 1,100 scattered.
Look at this, it's absolutely cool because look, it even came down here as decode. You can tell there's a runway state there, and then click on that and it tells you already.
Very nice.
How cool is that?
Do you use that? Do you use this at work?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
What's it called?
It's called Airports. Funny enough. There's a picture of a green background with a white tick on it, and it's just beautiful.
Gonna record that.
Great. Great for real world and sim use as well. I think it's a couple of quid maybe.
Yeah.
In the App Store, but it's
a bargain for safety.
Exactly. Yeah. If anyone wants an airports app, it's great. Get it. It's really good.
We're not officially endorsed by them at all. It's just
no, not at all.
Nice to share these kind of things.
It's just when you see a really good app.
Yeah, I bet.
But
you get some really shocking ones as well. I bet.
Yeah, I see a lot of people at work using some really bad ones. I'm just like, nah, really. I think we're looking into maybe getting some prizes as well on this sector as well, so that'd be quite nice. Let's have a look which ones. No, we won't be announcing that shortly. Excuse me. How's the clouds and the syncing of the screens now? Is it working?
Looking really nice actually. Looking like quite a nice day out there. Cold but nice.
Good.
I'm quite looking forward to my flight into Anchorage though, because I think the weather's possibly going to be quite poor.
Oh yeah?
I did a little practice in it, and I was getting no visibility and lots of wing anti-ice was going on as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, hello Simon.
Just 1988.
Excellent. Hello Simon, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us more.
Yes, so I bring news. Hello. I bring news to you of yet another SimFest giveaway.
Another one. Another one.
We need a little fanfare.
I know.
That would be good. So, you know the drill by now, probably, if you're watching the stream. But in case you don't, Timmy is going to explain how this works.
So, I believe we will be running. Have we decided what we will be giving away?
3-5
for 360.
What shall we be giving away, Simon?
We shall be giving away a copy of an Orbix scenery of your choice.
Ooh.
And
I've got a feeling I might know what one of the other two is. Maybe both.
A copy of Entex.
Oh, excellent.
That's a good guess.
So, first prize, Orbix scenery of your choice. Second prize, copy of Entex.
Excellent.
And if you want to enter and be in with a chance of winning either of these prizes, all you have to do is
donate a minimum of £5.
Donate a minimum of £5. Exactly that. So if you donate £5, you get an entry into the draw. If you donate £10, either as two separate £5 donations or as one £10 donation, you get 2 entries into the draw. If you donate £15, you get 3 entries. £20, you get the idea. You get
25.
20, you get 5. So there you
go.
And
what about 50?
How many would you get for 50? 10 entries.
10 entries. And I'm guessing still, if you're going to donate £15 or more throughout the entire week, even now, you're going to get a free copy of
PTA.
PTA.
You are.
PTA.
Yes.
No, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's almost like Black Friday.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like a week of Black Friday, but maybe Black Friday things that are actually worth.
But it's more like tired Sunday. Sleepy Sunday.
Sleepy Sundays.
But we need a good prize giveaway to wake people up.
Fraser, yes, they should count. So Fraser has already donated £10. I'm guessing that the competition may not have been officially started in the back. But he should.
The competition started as of 23:05, but I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I think we can. I think we're
5 past.
Yeah.
Okay. So from 23:05.
That's certainly from 23:05, and I don't know the technical details prior to that.
The man who made the thing is surely an enigma.
Yes.
But Fraser, you fly Airbuses, so I'm sure you know another few pennies coming, because a good cause.
Very good cause.
Is wouldn't go amiss anyway. So any donations are always appreciated. Please do join in.
Yes.
Thank you, Simon. That's very kind.
You're very welcome.
And we should remember to actually draw it out at the end as well.
Yes.
After Angus's which I'm sure will be a beautiful landing.
Yeah.
Flown after a wonderful approach by Tim here.
Oh, stop.
Oh, you.
Oh, stop.
My landing's
it's just
usually...
a loving.
Sorry?
It's just a loving.
I know
this
it is.
evening, isn't it?
Can you feel the love tonight anymore?
That's presumably to get everybody sort of, warmed up for when Crank turns up in the next sector.
Oh, that is going to be. There's some fireworks are going to go off there, aren't there?
Yeah, I'm sure you're not talking about the ones that are actually literally going off outside right now.
Very good.
Wonderful. How are you, Simon, anyway?
I am very well.
Are you enjoying Simfest so far?
I am very much enjoying Simfest so far. I have had very little sleep thus far.
You look like you're doing quite well on surviving.
Well, yeah, I had a bit of a crash earlier on today. But I perked up in time for the last leg.
Was that when you fell asleep on the sofa with Dan?
Yes.
I know I came back in and I was sitting in the observer seat and I kept nodding off. And it was like, okay, so I went back to the hotel and got some sleep.
Were you flying with Craig by any chance?
So yes, but I'm looking. I'm back in tomorrow morning with Gary for Juno.
Oh, that should be really nice, actually.
Yes.
He's very excited about that.
Yeah, so I gather. Possibly too excited.
No.
It's a lovely approach. Yeah. It's a lovely approach.
Can't say I've ever been to Juno.
It's not on the BA short haul.
Unfortunately, we haven't made it over there yet at the moment. Slowly working our way over there.
I think Norwegian might get there first, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, they've got to Oakland, so they beat us already. Shame, but hey ho.
7 does have a crew restroom, and there's a couple of restrooms actually, but
yeah, well, there's this. It would normally be here.
There.
Yes.
Roughly about here. But of course, obviously, we've slightly expanded the 7.4 cockpit to cater for more.
That's what Gary was saying, was that the crew rest was upstairs, but in a 747 it would be downstairs.
I think it depends as well, because I think they've got it's all internal.
10554 sometimes.
Very good. I didn't even hear that.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Well, here's your photo.
Yeah, that's right. So that was my grandson. Called me ready for takeoff. So I said, tell him to go and watch the feed.
The feed, yeah.
Because he called me yesterday when I was just walking off the plane in Heathrow.
120570?
He said 575.
Oh, 120575, yeah, that's correct.
Is that what they've got in there? They've got 570?
Well, yeah, it's the same thing.
If it says 570 on there, I feel like I'm inclined to 570.
Oh, you won't get it.
Yeah, but I think that's just the old school spacing.
Exactly, yeah.
Not 833, unfortunately. Which is quite clever that they managed to get them to not do it.
Yeah,
that's quite impressive actually.
What's that?
They've managed to get these boxes here because these are real RMPs, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're real out of the real 744.
Yeah.
So it's amazing how he's actually managed to get these to work with VATSIM frequency spacings and not 833.
Just crazy.
Look at that spacing. Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Well, you get when you transmit, if you're on frequency, you can hear the bleep that they're known for. So if you can hear is it like a very?
I think there's like a 400 hertz whine, isn't there, or something like that in the background.
But you can hear it, but you can always hear it when
on the reel.
Yeah. You can hear it on VATSIM because obviously it's all going through.
But
yeah. Very clever stuff.
Do you want to try getting through onto these guys again? Actually,
well, I've just been doing, and it's
no luck.
No, so I might just give it a minute or two because this happened last time and it eventually sorted itself out.
Range thing.
Okay.
120575.
So it looks like they've split the sector because there's an RKR CTR and there's an ECTR. So I think that might be the case.
Ooh, we have a donation. Someone's after some more prizes. Robbo 5995 Great British Pounds 1 for something. Orbex fingers crossed. Thank you, Lee. Much appreciated for £5 more.
Yeah.
Nice to see them.
And what a bargain, by the way, if you donate £5 and you win an Orbix scenery.
Yeah.
Even if you donated 10 or 15 pounds.
Oh, I know.
What a bargain.
Their regions are what, $55?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their Innsbruck scenery is maybe one of the greatest flight simulator series that I've ever seen.
It is.
It's pretty stunning.
Yeah. I can't believe their sceneries. I still have FS 2004 or FS 9, so I can't use any of them.
Really?
Now, I wanted to...
What's that?
What, you still got
How do I connect to the...
so hopefully, just pressing.
I feel as though there should be a stowage somewhere where this
Yeah.
lives.
Do you know where that normally lives?
I'm doing that.
There.
Yeah.
And you normally trip over it.
I could try actually, can you do the double tap and...
But it normally goes down there. This is brilliant though. I just love this.
The rapidly filling technology.
Oh yeah. Angus, do you want to delegate
Yeah, no,
this
I'll
to
give
me,
it,
by the way?
try it again.
I haven't actually got to play.
Yeah, I imagine it's the sort of thing that P3 might do.
Sorry?
I imagine it's the sort of thing that might be delegated to P3.
Well, yeah,
No, it's actually not.
I just noticed it wasn't on. It was
Yeah,
just on now.
FM. So that's what's name. Headshot. Him. This is Dave. Me and Dave.
Here we go. Should be fun.
Sorry, it's making me smile how weirdly accurate this is. I'm loving the attention to detail.
Yeah.
It's something that like whenever you if you grow up being a simulator fanatic, you constantly strive to make the experience realistic as possible.
Yeah.
I think it's why Gary, for example, has probably got a similar sort of aspiration in terms of how he's built the sim, and so you can see it in the way the sim is built. So you get to, I fly over planes for the real, but actually when you can come in here and you see the work and the effort that him and not just him, but obviously the people that the Simfest team, people like Mark Barnes with programming and then Craig and Matt. Anyone else that I'm missing off as well?
I don't know who else to give credit to, but I can't.
Loads of other people that there's other people as well who I haven't mentioned who have contributed, and it's just amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It's just really quite impressive. And you come in here,
and I guess Peter too.
And Peter, of course, for the actual insight, real world expertise as well, which is, I know, so we saw you, we certainly appreciate it. But it's great, isn't it? It's great. Yeah.
Kind of thing that kind of puts a little sort of cheeky smile on your face. You're like, oh, I'm getting that a little bit closer to kind of feeling what it's like to get paid to do something that's fun.
Exactly, yeah.
Brilliant.
So, but no, and so it's stuff like this,
that's great. I was really impressed when I saw that.
It adds to the.
I turned on the feed this morning and I saw Simon going through the MEL, and I went, "Oh no, what am I in for?"
Yeah, but this is it. It's now we've got the MEL.
The MEL is amazing.
And earlier on, you may have spotted on the stream if you were watching before the setup for this flight, Matt Weddle in here, actually rectifying those faults. So everything that's on there, literally go. And this is also
he's actually deferred them as well.
Yeah, and this is also credit to PSX and Harley, because Matt can stand there with the real MEL and carry out the real maintenance actions.
Oh wow!
And defer the defect. In this case, deactivate the engine-driven hydraulic pump for engine number 4.
Oh yeah.
We had a bit of a faff getting one of the collars on last night.
Yeah.
Needed a little Sheila with some small hands. Lee managed to get it on.
It's quite fiddly, isn't it? Yeah. But you can see, you've got this red one here, you've got these collared here as well.
Yeah.
So that one's been collared as well, which for number 4, and then obviously you can see here the speed brake auto cont.
It's the
auto deploy auto control. Yeah. Deployment has obviously been deferred, which is quite convenient.
Yes. But yeah, it's brilliant. It's good, fantastic.
So we have a donation from Bears 100, £5. It says, "Oh, go on, then twist my arm." So he's in for the raffle, Orbix scenery, and Entex, is that how you pronounce it?
It is, yeah.
That is a better attempt at pronouncing it than I've managed over the past 24 hours.
To win an Orbex scenery of their choice.
Say it really quickly.
That's the first prize, and second prize is a copy of Envex. It's open.
Envex.
Bears 100 is into the pot. And do we have our flight folder?
We
grey
do have
folder.
a flight folder. I think Jimmy would be upset if we weren't using it.
That's what it. Yeah. Is that the one? There it is.
There you go.
Anything else that can go in there to clean up? I guess our takeoff numbers can go in there.
That's this off for Nagasaki as well.
Can I borrow the has that got the IATA code on it? NGS, okay, fair enough.
Is someone filled it in?
I'm just trying to work out whether
That's on the, yeah.
probably should be on the front page, shouldn't it?
What,
the last flight?
No, that will be the last flight.
Oh, because this is Taipei to Olay. Where's Olay?
Yeah.
9207. But the last one was 9208.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Who
was the last crew?
Who was the last crew?
Go out and lynch them.
No, that's right.
Because we're 9209.
Yeah.
Oh, was there?
Because we're doing RJFU. We're doing RJFU to UHWW.
Yeah, so that's right. That is definitely that sector. Why is that? So that might be wrong.
Yeah. So
what's the page before?
But what's OLE?
That is. Maybe that. Maybe that is an error.
Yeah, see, we're still not getting anything on this channel. Did you check the frequencies again for us, Sam? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I know we probably have loss of comms now as well. We'll get intercepted by some North Korean pigs.
Oh god.
Hello, you'll go down. You'll go down.
I did try to see if we could get Pyongyang added to the Worldflight route this, but we thought a diplomatic incident may occur.
And Trump's visiting the Far East right now, isn't he? So
it's
the missiles are primed.
What was it, Simon?
Disaster.
It's very bad.
Very bad.
Very bad.
Very bad.
Oh, brilliant.
This is not a political statement by Simfest UK.
We've just got a very good impressionist in town.
Yeah, I think that is wrong. I think Luke has entered Olay in error.
Luke!
Say it isn't so.
So 920, yeah, but this is 9207.
So
which
is
is
it still a
to
non-frequency?
Yeah, can you hear?
So actually,
so it's they've either got an issue with their end with their voice thing, or
do you want to try try 12545 if you're not having any luck with them.
12545.
Yeah, 12545. That's, I don't even know what they're called.
Santa speed at 47 Charlie.
Don't look. Don't look.
That's fine.
There you go.
So yeah, I think there are two issues here. What Luke's doing.
He said 47 Charlie. So.
Okay, hang on. 47 Charlie, we got to give 120575, but there's no one frequency, so we've just popped over to you.
I think he's an idiot.
Yeah, so he's put the wrong flight number and the wrong IATA.
Our position just...
Position is slightly north of access, flight level 360.
And that MFM is Taipei. And then there should be Taipei to... It's a bit wrong here.
Okay, that same frequency, so...
Just confirm that frequency 120.57. So we tried that and there's no frequency.
Right.
And that
Okay, does he know what the frequency would be at Kansu when we enter into... if we're not getting anything here?
Okay, do you know which ATC centre will be with after Incheon? provide a frequency for us, just in case we can't get hold of them. Just stand by.
Okay, while we're waiting for that, we had a £5 donation from Matthew Harris. He says the first of many donations to come. Keep the pearls of great B747 knowledge coming. All right, who did that come from? Maybe Simon when he came in. That would be it, right?
I don't know.
It's all the information that he sort of sapped up from Peter whenever.
Yeah, we've got a Gulfstream, an Airbus, half an Airbus, and Mr. Boeing in the corner.
You just know a lot about lots of things, I think, so really.
Well, I
forget. I think he just said, so you can ask him to confirm that.
I have a finite capacity and things start falling out.
Confirm that frequency.
I think it was to stay with him.
Roger. Roger, remain on your frequency, speedbird 47 Charlie.
So, we've taken off from NGS, haven't we? So there's a little trip.
We have a flight engineer on this leg. He's filling in the tech log for us.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
I like this personal service.
He's delegated it to me. So generally, what they would tend to do is to get a head start is for this particular carrier, which I might have some small insight to.
Okay.
Is you put the number in. This wouldn't normally be pre-populated, but actually it's quite good on here, so maybe it is on this one.
Can I just let you tell a nice little secret here?
Yeah.
The font type we've got is MCDU Type 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It looks pretty good actually. I like it.
I think it's from.
It looks real.
I think it's from our.
Really?
Yeah, but it looks really good, doesn't it?
From another dynasty of aircraft. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You know we hit the reg in because that ain't going to change, and the date. Correct. That's the time you departed in Zulu.
Yep.
So we departed on the 5th of November in Zulu time, and then put the departure station in. Don't put the arrival station in because you might divert.
Yes.
So
correct. It's like the logbook.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
the curse.
Don't ever fill it in.
The curse of it.
Yeah. Because you could temp fay anyway. So wait for that, and then obviously don't temp fay by putting nil defects in.
Oh, actually, well, we could do one actually because we had the. Gen Con on number 4.
Yeah, so we could have
cleared with a reset.
Yeah,
at least somebody would know.
But you put it on there, wouldn't you?
Can you recall it? See if there's anything not on there. No,
we just got the two known items.
So we could just put 4 info.
Yes.
Gen Con.
Gen Con 2.
For fault during or after
start.
After entry.
Because I noticed the other one went on and it stayed off.
Yeah. So you just basically had to reset it and turn it off.
Yeah. So the Cura just said 1 reset's allowed.
Fair enough. So we'll put that in there. So we'll put 4 info.
And this can go in the folder.
Thank you, Angus.
Entry 4. Reset.
Always find it amazing. I never pronounce say like I know loads, but I always end up picking up little things every time over here. Always little things, and it's fantastic. Love it.
Yeah, well, that's what I find of it. I was down in recurrent training on the G4, and I've been flying it for 3 years, and almost every single day it was like, really? I didn't know that. So you find stuff out all the time. Now, some of it was probably in your memory bank, and it's just gone, and then there's other stuff that you just never pick up. Everything all the same time. Whiten. W-I-G-H-T-O-N.
T-O-N?
Yes.
White.
So my parents both British, emigrated to Canada, and I used to hear my mother doing it all the time as a young child. I'd say Whiten, and they go, Whiten? And she'd say, Whiten like Brighton. And they had no idea what Brighton is.
Oh yeah,
right?
I guess it's, yeah.
But there's no Brighton over in
Is there
Ontario.
not a Brighton in Canada?
Where?
There's not a Brighton in Canada?
There will be, but not in the Toronto area that anybody would know how to spell.
Oh, I see, fair enough. There's a London in Ontario.
Yes.
Yeah?
On the Thames River, by the way.
Is it really?
Yes. The
Oh,
Thames flows through
wow.
London.
It's like New England, isn't it?
And then there's Stratford. And what's the river in Stratford on? Stratford on?
Avon.
The River Avon.
Stratford
so
upon
it
Avon?
runs through the town of Stratford.
Oh, that's so cool. Sudbury as well. Have you had a Sudbury? Is there a Sudbury in Canada?
There is a Sudbury. I don't know if anybody wants to go there.
Oh, yeah. It's like the one that's
It's sort of like Winterpeg, like one of the other guys that was watching on the line. when you go to Winnipeg, it is so brutally cold in the winter that if you go to, you know, the Canadians are famous for ice hockey. You go to the arena, and every car in the parking lot is running because the cars just freeze up if you turn them off.
Well, actually, one of the first times I went to Canada in December, I saw people putting cardboard in their grills, in their radiator grills, or covering the radiator grills with cardboard.
Yes.
I was like, wow. Oh, is that? Have you just caused that?
It is.
Oh yes.
Over Tina's.
I would go to the loo for you, but unfortunately, you know, yeah, it really isn't. Go on then, Angus. What's the good news?
Head straight to Thomas from Anchorage. See you guys again. All right, it's from Four Dads. So did you hear about those guys earlier on? They're a military charity. They help veterans that are assimilating back into life in the civilian world. And it's a £5 donation. Good morning, lads. QF 1988 is back on deck. I'll head straight from Vladivostok to Anchorage. We'll see you guys again at top of descent into Anchorage. Onwards and upwards. Excellent. £5 donation to Four Dads, which is going in for the Orbeck Scenery NVEX. Copy of NVEX is the second prize.
Brilliant. Thanks
Good
very
luck
much,
with
guys.
that.
Good luck. Great stuff.
What a great charity too.
For those of you that have joined us, we're currently flying to Vladivostok. We're currently out over the China Sea.
I would say
Ocean, China Ocean.
Sea.
Yeah. Sea.
Yeah, I think,
It's a piece of water like where Japan is, off the coast of Japan.
Maybe the Sea of Japan.
Sea of Japan. It could be the Sea of Japan. Yeah. This is where Angus is giving us a map here. My geography of this area is somewhat limited.
And then
where are we going? So it's literally going to Russia, aren't we, at the moment?
So if we look here, when we enter at Kansu, which is one waypoint away after the next one, we'll enter into North Korean airspace, and we'll be looking to see if we have any fighter escorts through their airspace. Hopefully not. Someday, somebody's going to do that online. Yeah. They're going to come up and do a fighter intercept, just sit out there. Wouldn't that be something?
Yes, although...
yes, I mean, yeah, that's it.
Politically speaking, yeah.
But on that subject, I one of John, one of our BAV
guys, John Barnes,
John Pettit, saying that he was flying.
John Pettit, he's a retired 747 chap, isn't
exactly.
he? Yeah.
He was flying back from Iran, I think, saying, or doing sort of a shuttle in the jumbo, some time ago, between sort of, Kuwait and Iran or something like that. And anyway, so they're sitting there in the cruise, and everything's going very well, and he just sort of looks up and sees this Iranian. I think they were empty. I think it was like there was a positioning empty, and they were so it's just them and the cabin crew on. Looks up, and there's this Iranian MiG, literally about close.
A bit too close for comfort. Yeah.
Yes. And,
oh wow.
Yeah, and just don't panic, but
don't look out to the left-hand side. But if you did, you might see.
You might be alarmed. And he said they just they never heard anything from anybody. They just flew along, for
and then, did they wave?
Off they went. That was the last they heard of it. Wow. He said the cabin crew in the back, when they landed, said, "Oh, that was a nice smooth flight."
Of the flight deck.
Yeah. So
Wow, I love that. Who knows? Lots of fun stories. Have we got some more? Have we got some more donations there?
We do indeed.
I guess what
we have
we
a
got?
£5 donation from Fraser Cooper. The crew needs to take a shot after every donation.
Also, quite fancy the split Orbeck scenery.
Yeah.
and in case, just for clarity, LDSP.
LDSP.
All right, Fraser. Get
Yeah,
the, get the hint there.
is that, I mean, you wouldn't want to get the wrong split. So
Is that split Croatia?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
It's
a
a
good
good- it's
scenery.
a-
I've flown in there.
Yeah, it's fun. Have you been to Split as well?
Yes.
It's a fun airport, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you done both ends? Or just
no,
sort of
just the one that you had to circle
2-3
over the terrain.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
yeah. It's good fun. That
Yeah, that
actually.
was good.
So you come in sort of over the water, and then you sort of make this left turn.
Yeah, almost like a racetrack, but
yeah,
you have to.
But you have to descend towards terrain which is coming up. It's
Yeah.
a really weird visual picture, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because you're descending. What 700-800 feet, maybe 900 feet a minute as you come around the corner.
Well, that's one of the things,
But,
and we have a camera in the aircraft that, you know, when you're looking forward, you see nothing but terrain. Like there's no airport, so that's one of the unnerving things that, you know, passengers can get. They're sitting in the back looking at the screen.
Oh, really? Oh, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's just okay. There's not an
Just
airport.
turn that
we're
off
still
just for a few minutes.
What is Angus doing? There you go.
Oh,
Another
thank you.
one. So he wants you to take a shot after every flight. So of course,
Is that a shot of,
it
shot of
must
that
be
frothy coffee you got there?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. There weren't any frothy coffees in the fridge.
Oh.
No. There has been a frothy coffee uplift.
Yeah, I think the catering in Nagasaki was somewhat lacking. Although I think actually the catering from Nagasaki had run out. I think
maybe we could ACARS Petropavlovsk and see if they've got any coffees to put up.
Maybe we could get some Russian frothy coffee. So maybe some clear frothy Russian coffee.
The first time I went to Russia, they put us up in this hotel which they thought would be really nice. It was the local contact there, and it was the hotel that all the communist leaders from all over the Soviet Union would stay in whenever they came to meetings in Moscow. And it was very, very dire. Like it was gray walls and gray sheets and gray, everything was gray. We went down for breakfast and they came over and said, sausage and eggs? And I said, oh, yes, please. Sausage, eggs. And the guy leaned over and he said, it's a choice. Do you want the sausage or do you want the eggs? And I had seen the eggs just after that. He pointed over, he said, there's the eggs. And they look kind of greenish. So I said, sausage. And I was like, oh, I was never so happy to eat in a McDonald's after that. Anyway, those were days before. I think there's a lot better restaurants available now.
Whereabouts in Russia was that?
That was in Moscow.
Oh,
but
really?
it was
wow.
very soon after the wall had come down.
Oh, in the early 90s. Oh, very nice. How long have you been flying for now then?
How long have I been flying?
In general?
Altogether? 1980.
Wow. 37 years. No. That doesn't make sense, Angus. You don't look like you've been flying for any more than 20, to be honest.
No. Well, that's because I fly business jets. And
I see,
no stress.
I think he also moisturises after every flight.
Oh, yeah.
It's a secret.
The secret to the success, isn't
But
it?
he'll never tell.
Is that a commercial?
Thanks.
Oh, now that's a donation.
Oh, well, that seems to have snuck in at the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like, oh, it's my secret, but I'll never tell. It's just like, oh yeah. Okay.
There's so many expressions here. I had no idea what they mean. The first time I heard "faff," no idea. All right, we're entering into North Korean airspace.
Excellent.
And so far, the airspace looks clear.
Can we learn how to say hello in North Korean? Wait, in Korean.
Is there?
Sorry.
I'm not convinced there is a Duolingo for North Korea.
Duolingo is a great app, actually, by the way. But yes, I've yet to see North Korea pop up on there.
There we go. Hello. If my friend Jamie Luca Donaldson was here, he'd be all over it because he speaks really good Korean.
Really?
Yeah. He loves Korea. South Korea, though.
I've got a friend actually. He went from high school. He went to Korea, South Korea, and he absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
And I remember last year at this time, Steve Koss from Flight Deck Solutions did come to Worldflight last year because he was going with a number of enthusiasts to an air show in North Korea, and they went up in North Korea, and they went up for a ride.
Oh wow!
In I think Illusion 62, like the equivalent of the VC-10, I think. That's the one they went. They went in a Russian-made airline.
Oh wow!
And it was an air show, and yeah, he had it on his Facebook. Fascinating photographs.
Now this is
just
interesting.
Yeah, we've just got a contact
because I want. Is Pyongyang recognised?
Yes.
Is this a sort of Nicosia Box 2 kind of arrangement?
Is this I'm gonna
interesting.
Let me just
change the frequency.
What frequency are they?
1209.
This is Pyongyang Control 120.9.
Yes, yes. What we've been waiting for. This is what Worldflight's about.
Yes.
Making North Korea great again.
Yeah. So, do you have our overflight permit number, just in case they ask for it?
It's NRK or no, DP. Would it be DPK or NRK? Probably NKR.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't look at me. I just bring the drinks in.
Pyongyang.
Pyongyang Control.
Brilliant. That's literally. That's amazing. Excellent.
Love it.
Pyongyang speedbird 47 Charlie.
Speedbird 47 Charlie. Morning.
Roger, good morning. Maintain flight level 36 speedbird 47 Charlie. I feel like we should very much adhere to exactly what they say.
It's only fancy. But hey. Right, let's have a quick look.
Yes, no, we've got, that's our 80 meter on there, so again, freezing fog being mentioned, which is wonderful.
Yes.
But no SIG. So it's a vertical visibility that the freezing fog, I guess, portion is in. So it's expect 7 right. Now we were thinking originally 25 left. Transition level 80, I put that in on the VNAV. Wind 0704.
Oh, rubbish. That was absolutely terrible.
What was that? What on earth is that?
Who's done that? Who's done that?
But you can find out if you look on the ACARS.
Click on the ACARS. What does it say, please?
It's like,
please remove yourself from my airspace. Brilliant.
There we go, stream, look at that. Acceptance from... Excellent.
What's this one? God, someone called for throwing coffee.
Brilliant, I like that. I'll take a picture of that.
Yeah, gotta get a picture of that.
Brilliant. So, Korean for hello.
Oh, that was from God. The other one. Was it a coffee? That was from God.
Let's see all. I'm going to say hello. Like that anyway. There we go. Be nice to them. Oh, actually, hold on. Can you see him? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure that they can go right up here.
Could one of the fine British blokes in the flight deck tell this American, me, how to say Mary, Marry, and Merry? or as an American might say, Mary, Mary, and Mary. Wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty easy. Mary, Mary, and Mary. How would you say it?
What are we saying?
How would you say it?
Mary?
So, like, Mary had a little lamb.
Yes.
Marry, I want to marry you. Well, I don't want to marry you, but your wife's happy about that. And Merry Christmas.
Oh, how do you say Mary? Mary. Mary. A. We just say A at the end.
A.
Yeah. You want to marry? A.
Gosh, I thought that said iron condom simulations then. It's iron condor simulations. It does look, it looks like condom initially when you look at it. Because the R looks like an M. Sorry, anyway, iron condor simulations. Where is simulation located?
This simulator, to the west of London.
Correct. Good luck trying to track it down. But yes, it's in the leafy suburbs out of London.
Should we have a look at putting in our arrival, Angus, at some point?
Yes. So what did we filed on?
So
I got it over here. Oh, we didn't have an arrival, so it was just coming in over KSAN.
I've got KSAT 8 Delta as the arrival. So it's obviously planned a particular runway for us.
Got it. Okay.
That must be dangerous.
8 Delta is for runway. Oh, it has both 7 right and 25.
Interesting. So what the winds are, what 060 is 2 meters per second. So I assume that they're
yeah, on
well,
the
they
ADIS
are
it did say 7.
Oh, that's 07, excellent. Oh, okay. Well, that looks quite nice because it looks like it's going to be almost.
Well, actually, that works coming for 7. For KSAN.
No, if you want to have a look on the in plan mode.
Wait a second here.
No rush. No rush.
Oh yeah. So there's plan. And if I go on, is it
legs?
Legs.
Yeah, and then you can
step
plan. Yeah.
Right. So rivet. Come down to KSAN, which was the start of the arrival.
Yep.
Then it's a track there to the KN.
At least I didn't put it on my numbers.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, to KN.
To actually. We're probably actually going to go from KN. So can you see that alteration there? Which we haven't gone through with yet.
Okay, so I need to...
Well, I've just altered it. I've just taken out
see.
the. I'm taking out the ND or the NDB, wherever we're going to, and we're just going to straight in.
Right. So right then it was going straight to the airport.
Yeah, but now we're going
so
to the initial approach fix.
Okay. Agree with that?
Okay.
Go ahead.
I should help. We should help with our altitude management anyway, which would be nice.
What's that?
Help with our altitude management anyway,
Yes.
which should be nice.
Oh, minimum altitude there. But I wonder if they're going to give it to us in meters. Do you have a meter conversion on this aircraft?
So we do have, yes. So you'll see on your right.
Right. So it reads it there.
Yep.
And then if we, I'm just going to change this. Okay, so it even changes the meters, so that's good. Perfect. Yeah, so if we're given an altitude, we can set it
in meters.
Meters there. Transitions at 080 on the way down. What altitude is it? 30 miles away.
That we can do it descent.
It has it doing it 36. No, okay.
So
did you select there? Was it descent profile?
Yeah, so that was just a wind uplink for our descent.
Ah, okay.
So they can count for that, which is great. It's caught us up with 2 more minutes, so we're catching up little by little. And then what I wanted to do was I'm going to remove the fix from our origin, and I'm going to put in this, and then I will put in some range rings which represent the gates, where we'll be sort of 35 miles out at 6,000, slowing down just to have a bit of a visual. With the
so you don't get behind.
Yes. I'll try and look like I know what I'm doing.
Right. Good. Yeah, so I think at 20 miles it's
Giant 1471.
220 knots?
220.
And at 10 it was
10 would probably be going to be 180, yeah. Excellent.
Giant 1471. Go ahead, please.
So what are we looking at actually for the actual airfield? I'm assuming it's probably not. This is one of the ones that we haven't got scenery for, you know, Simon. Do we get a scenery for this one? Are we scenery?
I think this may be the one that we have.
I heard there was one that they didn't have, but just one. Okay, so for approach is that. There's no restrictions on this. Interesting. It shows transition level 1 or 08. Okay, good. I mistook that. Okay, so that's just straightforward. It's taken straight to the airport. So on the approach, you selected.
We have just an ILS of 07. There's no prefix for it. So is that what it's?
I see 7 right up the top.
Yeah, well, that's activated. Yeah. And then that will be our engine out. I'm guessing there. No, not engine out.
So the missed approach is 070 to 33, and left turn. Okay, so that's missed approach. Takes you around. And so what's the waypoint that you had in here after?
I did done that. I did that. The approach, and then it decided to get rid of. No, I just did that, and then it kind of got rid of it a little bit. So I just wanted to find out what happened there.
No, that's what I was wondering. So I saw something in there. I wonder if we can get the limit. Oh, it's got the whole race.
So it's got it there. So that is the. So it's assuming that we're coming in.
Giant 1471.
Okay, interesting. So it's got limit on there.
Limit in there.
So limit is.
Oh, it is there.
Okay. I see, yeah.
Okay. So if we get vectored, we could come in that way.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm completely with you there now. I tried to do a bit of a shortcut there. I said to do the racetrack to miss that out completely, but you picked up on that. I see.
That's us.
It's set altitude.
maybe, well, before you can tell them that we've been told that our altitude doesn't match. Maybe
that's
PSX.
right, yeah. 47 Charlie, we've been told by a previous AT that we've had our altitude doesn't quite match up. So we are flying 360 within our own simulator.
What does he show us? Does he show us 200 feet high?
I think it's more than that. I think it's about 400. Last time somebody said it was about 400.
Oh, okay. But it's high? I'm just thinking about on the approach. If it's reading high...
Well, it's because the data that they're getting is from... Oh god, Craig tried to explain this earlier,
yes,
and it sounded like a complete faff. But the data they're getting is coming from a different P3D instance.
Okay. So our terrain clearance is good, because
we shouldn't
our
have
terrain
an issue
clearance
with
is our
that.
own.
As far as I'm aware, Angus, yes. If not, we know who to blame.
Right.
Yeah. He's the man wearing the pink T-shirt that says Pussy Patrol on. Excellent. Oh, that's better. I like that. That's good. But that should help with us doing some bleeding some of our speed off if required, if we have to do the whole racetrack anyway.
Well, yeah, I'm just wondering if they might bring us around to do
well,
that.
the thing is showing it more doing it at the end like that.
Right, okay, because it's going over the original, it's a VOR here.
Yes.
Or is it an NDB? No, it's both. So it's a VOR. KN?
Yeah, no, it's 295, isn't it? That's what put that in.
Yeah, there's a beacon and a VOR.
Oh yes, that's right, so...
And then there's one on final, which is 630.
Oh, actually. Oh, I see, 630.
Yeah, so this one's probably not as important because you can have KN coming up probably in the auto VOR. Okay, so for looking at this, we've got potential for height conversion to meters.
Yep.
And we've got all the initial ones. The key one would be in Lyman, which is a 2330, and it would be 700 meters at that point. And then it's down a 3-degree glide slope to minimums of 233 barrel.
Yep.
What do you do? Set it to next highest?
Yeah,
240 is set. Looking for 800 meters visibility for that approach. And airport elevation's 59. The runway touchdown is lower at 33 feet. Safe sector's highest to the east quadrant of 4,900 feet, which you've put in.
Well, I can do.
You don't need to worry about it.
They're just calling you.
We have the terrain.
I think they just. I think ATC was.
I think they did just call. I think they just called us as well, but they said unicorn. Did you hear that?
I heard him say. I heard the initial call.
Big Bird Force, Jake, could you repeat that, please?
There he's calling. That was us. I didn't get it.
Just confirm Unicom. That's 47 Charlie.
24.5?
1245, speedboat 47 Charlie, thanks.
And then that was Habarovsk.
Habarovsk.
Oh, that's the entry point at Revet.
Brabros, speedboat 47 Charlie with you, pilot ball 360 overhead with that. do a force descent checklist as well. If you're happy with the brief, is there anything else that you want to go in the brief before we do that?
No, I think
I don't want to rush you, but. Oh, roger that. Expect the runway 07 right for arrival. We have the Casad 8 Delta approach and descend when ready. Flight level 8. What was that, Charlie?
I heard an arrival with an 8 Alpha, I think. So that doesn't make sense.
I think we should just stick with that.
All right, and
we have had a donation as well.
Very good.
Even the night owls have Michelle my support.
I didn't hear that.
Maintain heading 330 and descend right level 8 121.
And the only other comment is a right turn off the runway. We're probably going to have to go to the end because there's only one taxi.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Okay. So we probably want to have a look at.
We just use idle thrust. Runway 7 right, centerline lighting, high intensity runway lighting, and 10,400 after the glide.
Well, okay, should we go? Well, I think an auto brakes 3 I think should be sufficient. We've got the whole runway.
Yeah, do you even need 3?
Well, we could always take out manual braking. We can always take out manual braking if you like.
Okay, I'll do that then.
If you feel if we're slowing down too quickly.
Yes.
Yes, you went up.
Okay.
Excellent. Roger, I shall do the before descent checklist.
Yeah, go ahead.
Descent. Recall.
So we got the hydraulic and speed brake. We acknowledge both of those. So we can clear those?
Yep, so that just means so when we land, do you want to do the speed brake? Are you happy to do that? Do you want to do that? I mean, I can lean over and do that.
Yeah, I think I'll have you do it on landing. Because I'll be struggling to keep it on the runway. Because the sim visuals is slightly off for me, so I always have a hell of a time keeping it on the runway.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Auto brake
is set to 3.
Landing data, we're looking at
VREF, we'll do 25?
25, 151, and it will probably be 5 additional knots, so probably going to be 156. So because I can set 156 in there for you. Approach briefing.
Understood. So right now we're not exactly sure. I expect we'll get radar vectors.
Yep.
But no problem. We have the racetrack if they used it.
Yep.
And I'm going to guess they're not going to use meters.
Probably not.
And I'm wondering they probably won't use QFE either because they'll just get too many people messing up. Yeah, that'll be good.
Okay. Wonderful. Descent checklist complete.
Okay. I'm good. You ready for control?
I'm ready for control. You have to take over the radios?
You have control. I got the radios.
Thank you. You have control. Money shot. Oh dear. Have I missed anything particularly exciting? Oh. Is that nice and frothy for you? Nice and creamy. just like Mama used to make. Sorry. Oh dear. Oh! We've had quite a few donations on the way here as well. Brilliant. Dear. Some tearing incidents, so it seems. You know, if DPK would like to be would like to get into the White House, and they want to donate some money to Simfest, and I'm quite happy to. I've got no moral obligation about that. They're donating money for a great cause, you know. Might be a national security risk, but you know, hey,
mentally, mental health research UK, you're going to get something out of it, Great. Righty ho.
No, I keep my seatbelt fastened when I fly on EasyJet. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too as well. Terrible.
You keep it what?
I keep my seatbelt fastened.
Fastened?
Fastened?
Fastened? Talking like Angus now as well. Fastened, eh? Apparently you forgot mentioning donations and a new one as well. Apparently, did you mention that E&J?
Did that one get pulled and not read?
Did we miss this one?
Sorry, no, I'm not.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm abandoning my post as well, or our post. But would you like to do the honours, Angus?
Well, it's a huge thing. £10 from E&J844. Thank you very much. So you're into the raffle. First prize being Orbeck scenery of your choice, and second prize is a copy of Emtex.
Thank you.
Heading 260.
Okay, I see we're in the descent.
Has anyone actually got? I haven't tried it myself.
Sorry,
Oh,
it's fantastic. It's great.
Have you got it?
What does it do?
So it's a biodome textures,
right?
And then if you've got a Active Sky and you've got ASCA as well, it will provide you with 15 to 20 texture settings based on the weather conditions. So you should have a nice variation as you fly around.
Oh, nice.
Which is, I really like the idea of.
Nice.
Wow.
That snow down there?
I think it is. It looks a little bit chilly, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, see, he just read back 8 alpha. But I don't see how that one works for runway 07. Yes, and it takes you to...
Oh, interesting. So maybe they're doing that.
Because then it
goes
lining you up.
straight into... Okay, so which one was that, Angus? That was the Kessan 8 Alpha?
Kessan 8 Alpha.
Okay.
I can actually... Then you should be to a waypoint of Whiskey 007. And then to Lyman, which lines up better in.
Kessan 8 Alpha, sorry.
Correct.
But we don't actually have that one in here.
Okay, there's... It's not on the further pages.
So... Kessan 2 Alpha, 4 Alpha, 4 Bravo, 6 Alpha, 8 Charlie, 8 Delta, Sana 2 Alpha, 8 Charlie, 8 Delta.
Okay. Well, it's interesting. It's also an RNAV arrival.
Interesting.
Directions, please.
I guess we could tell them we don't have the 8 alpha arrival.
10, John 41.
Habaros, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Okay.
Excellent. We'll continue the descent to flight level 080, expecting vectors for 07 right, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Thank you.
That's made that a lot easier, hasn't it?
Yes.
Excellent.
So, do we want to clean up the box then?
Yes.
Do you got a lot of stuff in there?
Yeah. So if you do departure and arrival,
okay,
and then a nice little function that I've only recently come across.
Yes.
You press the LS interception, and basically what it does, it just sticks an extended center line on.
Oh yes.
And then execute.
Okay. And that'll do it after when?
And it will do it now, so it will remove that arrival, so we might get a bit of an altitude fluctuation, but we can work through that.
Okay, but will we keep Keysand there?
Yep, that will stay there, so it will,
okay, so executing. got to go to head.
Oh no, it's fine. I can watch this. Just don't put it.
It'll be fine, he said. It'll work,
There's
he said.
Kessan. Okay. So I can go back
Did I sound convincing, Sam?
You really
did.
Even as you were saying it, I was thinking,
he seems to know.
He seems to know. There we go. And we've
okay, so I get you back to LNAV.
Okay, so we're just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, this one.
Contact 126.0.
I think the crew are rather in deep
discussion, deliberation.
Yeah, 7k RPM descent and they didn't even notice. Who's PM?
Donation.
So I'm going to go 4 nice handsome men tonight, eh?
Okay, so we're people still putting in their donations for the Orbex scenery or the NFEX. And we have Moody Rocket donated £5. Always a joy to watch SimFest, and all for a good cause. We agree. Thank you very much, Moody Rocket.
Thanks, Moody.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I think I know why it didn't work out actually. I think it's because I originally got rid of our flight plan route to the airport.
Ah, yes, that would.
And then because obviously we then got rid of it, it went.
That would cause problems.
I've seen the error of my ways.
Very good.
Well, that's the important part. So in British Airways Ops, do they only put the, what do we call it on here, engine or nacelle heats on after, like with auto, or do they ever put it on in advance?
Good question. I'm going to try and maybe look at towards Simon for a little bit of input. I think I'm going to have a hazard a guess here.
If I was coming in and there was freezing fog in the forecast, I would just have it automatically on rather than wait for the auto system to detect the ice.
Yes, I mean, I mean, as to how they use them in practice, Peter's probably the man to ask. I would. The main thing is that the auto doesn't work on the ground.
Okay.
So
when you're taxiing,
when you're taxiing, so when you're taxiing out, if you're in icing conditions,
or
you
in,
need to turn them on. And after landing, if you're taxiing in icing conditions, you've got to have them on. I don't think there's any harm in putting it on. You know, if you're about to fly into icing conditions.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is start icing up on fire.
Yes, yeah, it's not a good place to be, is it?
Aussie 121, heading 270.
So we see the ILS is indicated as 1093 and 071 inbound, which is good. See if we get a DME. What do we the PSX ATIS was showing a QNH of 1018.
Not quite high though.
And we put the lights on. Which ones are they? Doesn't really matter.
I don't think so. I think there might be a particular inboard and like inboard and or out.
You want to put a QNH on your side of 1018, just
yep,
in
sorry.
case, preparation. .090 for 080.
Hotel 6.0, November 601. Thank you.
Way too high here, I think.
Speedbird 47 Charlie requesting lower. Roger, returning to a heading of 350, maintaining flight level 080 for now, 47 Charlie.
They're interesting, so it's where we're actually... Seems like controlled chaos.
Good evening, Chicken, A2 coming around,
Period.
Center, this is Air Mexico 217. Ready. Ready for ASAP.
Top 1 speed back as well. Need to be flaps 1, please, Vegas.
Destroy your Air Mexico 217.
Flaps 1 select. And we have a DME now of 12. So Lyman, for example, is 9.8 DME at 2330. We have traffic at 12 o'clock, but he's 2,500 feet below us and descending.
Descending 5,000, 1015,
So we might get a racetrack pattern, left turn out, come back in.
Yeah, I was just thinking that would be better. Just tuck us in behind this guy here.
approach runway 07 right, Aussie 121.
Aussie 121. We're in the left turn, 250, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
See you both.
Moody rocket.
Your left heading 270, advantage Mike.
Right, 230 over here, report to Frank.
So the train out to this side is 3,700 foot MSA.
Final 74,000 feet. Okay, 1260, Aussie 121.
Okay.
So Simon.
Yes.
You've been flying this sim a long time. These amber cues on the pitch indicator, they look like the pitch limit indicators that we have.
Correct.
But being amber, are they always there?
No, they appear, I think, when the flaps are out of up. And they give you the...
that is our pitch limit.
Pitch limit to stick shaker, I think. Yes,
How
exactly.
do you know
Oh, very
all
good.
this? How do you
He knows. He
It's just
knows it all.
It's everything.
Yes, it's amazing.
Why is there a small blue M? Well, I'll tell you why there's a small blue M. How?
We're
Trivia.
just jealous, aren't we, Tim?
Oh.
weather just changed out front.
Yeah, the guys are just having a slight tweak out back. Slight enhancement to your experience. Seem to be sort of vectored rather in the wrong direction.
Yes.
Right. It was all going very well.
Yeah. Hopefully as a plan. 080 is not the altitude.
No.
Now there's something else to bear in mind when, given that you're being vectored around with flat 1.
Fuel burn.
Not that, what that wasn't specifically
High
what I
drag?
was thinking of. Nor that, given the weather.
I see.
If you were picking height?
What doesn't work with flat 1 or with leading edge devices extended?
Is it anti-ice system by any chance?
The wing anti-ice.
Wing anti-ice.
Do you either want up or 5?
Well, with any leading, I think with the leading edge devices extended, you don't get, they're not anti-iced.
Okay, but there isn't really any moisture in the air though.
Yeah, right now we're in the clear.
No, that's fine. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Should you be?
How would you know all this?
Yeah, he knows his stuff.
Ridiculous.
He just does.
Interesting, but that's something that I will remember today.
Well, well, this is it. I think last time we had
47 Charlie requesting descent. Remind him where.
Nice.
47 Charlie, we're in the left turn to 090, descending to 5,000. QNH confirm. Okay, Speedbird 47 Charlie is. There we go.
1015.
Got it. Okay, so you're cleared for the approach.
Yep.
And then, did you hear a tower frequency? It was.
No, it sounded like you got stamped on by somebody else, to be honest.
Yeah.
What's
gonna
60?
So are you descending yet? You're still 080.
Well, I'm not, only because when we were this distance out, we already had the glide slope above us.
Okay.
So my
So you're
plan is to
comfortable?
do a more gradual descent. Yes.
Okay, so how far out is the airport on?
We're about
This
20,
is a 20 ring?
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so at 20. And at 10 you need to be at 2,300, 2,400 feet.
yeah, so actually,
Yeah, 5,000 is not going to hurt you either. There's just slope below you right now.
okay.
Yeah, media rocket, sorry. There was a small issue with the prize algorithm anyway. We're just
Okay, I'm
checking.
going to clean this up.
We'll get back to you on that in a minute.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Okay, that
Should
looks
we
good.
do the altimeters as well?
Yes, 1015. Heard? And now you're showing DME, 21 DMEs.
There again,
So we may want to get to 5 before we level.
Okay.
Just to see the glide slope. Right now we seem
Yes.
to be tracking it and just see if it's going to start moving up or not. Otherwise, if you're cleared, you could set it down to 2330.
Well, he has cleared us. He
did clear us for the
hasn't he?
approach.
So we might as well.
So you can put in 2,400.
It was
Rounded it
2400.
from
Put
2330.
2400 in. Okay. Could you flaps 5 and 5, please?
5 select.
Thank you.
Donation. I was thinking I was flap over speed.
So did I actually.
Look who
Did I
it
mess
is.
up?
Look who it is.
Don't say that.
Oh, this. Yeah, he's back. He's
Chaos dispenser.
No.
Guess
No.
There's no comment, but guess how much donation?
I don't know.
100 pounds.
Thank you very, very much.
Can you imagine how many chances he has now to get
50? No, 100?
20.
20.
Very good.
Thank
so
you ever so much.
Thank you. Full capture.
Very
Much.
generous
Thank
friend.
you. This is very nice.
Has
Very,
joined
very
us.
generous. Thank you.
To see you again, Chaos. Anyway, welcome, welcome. When were we going to be seeing you actually?
Excellent. And we're glide sled capture.
I'll call them fully established.
Nice line, guys. Looking pretty good.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, fully established, 11, correction 14, DME back. Thank you, very nice ATC work, 26-0 for tower, 47 Charlie.
Good evening, Senator. This is Alpha Pacific 445.
So what time is it here? It's morning, isn't it? Yeah, the sun was rising in Nagasaki.
That cloud layer just looks very ominous, doesn't it? I have to admit.
Yeah.
You do flaps 10, please, Angus.
10 selected. Tower, good morning. Speedbird 47 Charlie is with you, 11 miles back, 07 right. Did he say continue? Is that what it sounded like?
He sounded like continue.
Okay, 47 Charlie will continue for 07 right. So, because we had freezing fog forecast here, so I'm going to suggest we go.
Yep, no,
heat's on, right?
We just had a donation in as well. Down for easy, 97, £5. All for a good cause. Thanks very much, guys. Keep coming.
Yeah, I don't see any other traffic ahead right now.
We've had a few departures out there, haven't they? Yeah. Sounds like they're just either going to get squeezed one more out or...
Radio altimeter.
X alive. And missed approach altitude is initially 3320, left turn climbing up to 4960, so...
flaps 20, please, Angus.
20 selected. I'm going to put missed approach altitude.
Okay.
Is that an SOP here or not?
Yep.
Okay.
It normally happens at glide set catcher.
Got it. Okay. So I'll put 49. Actually, round it to 5. Yeah. Okay, so that's somebody on the runway. You can see it, right? It says 1900.
He's gone.
Right where we are. Okay.
Have a gear down, please.
Gear selected down.
Okay, I'm going to say ask for flaps 25, please. It might start shouting at me actually for that.
What's that?
Yeah, I thought that might happen.
He's going to wait.
It's just by this one.
So the gear's down now? It's
gear's
good?
down, yep, flaps 25, please, thank you.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, 4.5 miles back. Clear to land?
That was negative,
Okay.
that was a
We'll
continue.
continue for 07 right, 47 Charlie. Alright, tell you what, I'll take control.
You have control?
I have control.
Are you visual, Angus?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, not bad. Nice.
Here we go.
Project clear to land, runway 07, speedbird 47 Charlie. Okay, so auto throttles are off, I believe?
Yep.
Okay. How can you tell that up here? Does it show in anywhere that it's off?
Speed has disappeared.
Speed, got it. Okay. Autopilot's coming off. Everybody start praying.
Looking nice, nice and steady.
50 above.
Landing. There goes the
Decide.
landing.
Tower, Shanghai Airlines is 9 vertical immediate departure.
100.
Vladivostok Tower, velocity 738 on descent to 4,000.
30. 20. 10.
Oh yeah, that's it. We can do that. Go ahead.
So you keep your hands on there still, and you take them off.
Oh, I'm off.
Yep. So he looks after them whilst they're in reverse.
Okay, you can go to idle and continue the roll.
Still like that, Sam? Still stay on
So
that?
once they go into forward idle, then they back their anchors as throttle.
Right, okay then.
Yeah. So nice one. Sorry.
Good approach, velocity 738.
So, is he parked in the grass, I think? So we're going to the end.
Who knows, who knows?
7 right, confirm, are we number 3?
And it'll be a right turn off.
The number 3 departure.
Copy, what's going on? 910.
And Spinator Mike, again with you, I will approach runway, and the outer right.
Speed was 7 shot, they will take runway. And contact ground on 121.7 ground control, bye-bye.
Roger that, vacated 07 and contact ground, speed with 47 Charlie, thanks. The frequency, Sam? Like 127 something, I think.
1217?
1217?
That's the one. They all seem to be that frequency, don't they? It's a very common ground frequency.
Yeah. Ground speed bed 47 Charlie.
Okay, we can do flaps up and after landing.
Nice one, Angus. Very nice.
That wasn't very good, but it was my first one, so
well,
at least it was on the pavement.
What did you? What do you think you got? Feet per minute on the mains.
How much?
Yeah, what do you think you get?
400.
120.
20?
120.
120, okay.
Yeah, 120 and 189 on the nose. But apparently
I think I'm going to move in case the tail's still on the runway.
No, I think you're fine.
Okay.
Dem, I would recommend keeping the nacelle anti-ice on.
Okay.
Whilst you're taxiing in.
Yeah, while you're taxiing.
Noted, thank you.
Probably not.
I'd probably just continue taxiing Angus, I think, to be honest.
Right, so we'll go in the main ramp.
Yeah, do that.
Just pick a spot.
097545.
November 5 Patrick, taxi.
Ground morning, Balloon 4 Charlie Papa, QH 1018, west with clearance.
That's 3128 ground.
I see the Delta guy's pushing back.
Ground set air 3128, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I see that, yeah.
3128, you have a little destination pilot at now 350. 1807 right, Bill 15 for departure. After departure concept,
You just go for one of these.
Yeah, I'll go one before he gets his tail.
Initial plan, now 80 to walk for 347.
Center 3128, clear to Vladivostok. Flight level 350, runway 07, right. Yolna
Have we done the checklist,
5,
Tim?
departure, frequency 1.
Oh yeah, that was something Gary was doing, was changing the amount of aircraft that came in the scenery, I think.
He was, yeah.
And seems to be working pretty good.
This looks really nice, actually.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Pretty good scenery, actually, isn't it? For the arse end of nowhere.
Squawk 4347, sector 3128.
I'll take 2 stands here.
Naturally.
5 Alpha and 5 Bravo, so they can pick that.
Do the doors.
Green 3211, request clearance to Kamchatka.
What was that? That was the brake went off. Good.
Local 5 on 2, request taxi.
Doors to manual, please. There we go.
Local 5 on 2.
The APU's on, nice.
Upper shut down, I guess?
Go ahead, shut down. All 4.
Ground, start 2983, ready for taxi.
Now,
I can't reach over there without...
I'll put these back to auto now.
Yeah, I assume so.
There you go.
And the wing anti-ice.
Wing was there? Okay.
I guess the middle. Yeah.
I mean, strictly speaking, it would... BA's jumbos have a manual wing anti-ice, so it would either be on or off.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Generally off.
Oh yeah, and then the seatbelt sign? Done already?
Yep. Oh, they're... Is it PA or cab for the doors?
PA, but you have to hold it for at least 2 seconds.
Interphone or RT?
RT.
They should have already been done, actually.
Yeah, okay. Should we do a shut? We didn't do a after landing, but we should do a shutdown. I think
we'll do both then.
Okay. After landing, speed brake.
Down.
Exterior lights.
Exterior lights are all off.
As required. Weather radars.
Mine's off.
Yep, mine's off. Flaps.
Flaps are up.
Transponder.
It goes to 2000.
Double 5 departure, initial flight pattern.
Auto and
departure, contact 124.5.
Stab trim. Oh, left us stab trim out, but
oh yeah, okay.
Sure they'll get next week. Okay, and then we'll do shutdown checklist.
Yes, please. Is set. Now the chocks would probably be in by now. So.
Hydraulic demand pumps.
They are all off.
Fuel pumps. Beacon.
7010, corporate tower, 126.0.
Say again, beacon?
Beacon.
Off.
Doors.
Manual.
Yep, fuel control switches.
All off.
Transponder. Off 2000. Seatbelt signs.
Off.
And A-cars post-flight.
Gotta do that, right?
So would you like to, do you know why the aft 2 main fuel pump doesn't have a pressure light on?
You're going to tell us why though, aren't you?
Which one? Which one?
Aft 2 main, yeah. No, aft 2 main.
I think I might know what it is.
You might know it.
APU?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Because it feeds the APU and the APU powers the pump.
Correct. Yep.
Oh, hold on. Before we do that, we've got one more donation because we didn't announce it because she was doing it while you were doing a nice landing. It was MXC Pomegranate, £5, and they said, "I love that you guys are having fun for a good cause. Keep it up, lovies." Love heart thingy with a 3. Also, anyone that was donating after the automated one, they've been manually added into it.
To the competition.
To the competition, and the winner of the competition is Fraser Cooper. Wow, how about that?
Oh.
Orbex scenery. So well done, Fraser. You actually won the Orbex scenery. How about that? Congratulations.
They did an 8 to make, ground with this. Continue to exit and position.
So we're going to put it on the spreadsheet. Fraser, keep an eye on that for you. So we'll be in touch. And ENJ844, congratulations, you've won a copy of NTEX.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Woohoo.
Brilliant.
I apologise for any slight inconvenience, any apparent inconvenience caused.
It's all Simon's fault.
But the situation has been rectified.
Blame
Thank
Simon.
you.
Blame Simon.
Yes, excellent. Cheers. Thank you guys for following us. Next crew will be very, very shortly. They're quite cold outside.
Raring to go.
Yeah.
They're raring to go. I should be back in about 5 hours' time. Wonderful.
Cool.
You're living it.
I am. I'm living it. Great. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
And the next leg is from Vladivostok here up to Petrovsk, where they have a volcanic mountain. Thanks for all the donations.
8,000 feet initial is 4326 departure frequency 124.5.
Bravo, Eha, Arrono, 4 Charlie Papa, walk 4326.
Walking 4326.
Bravo, 4 Charlie Papa, Rebecca, correct person Santa Cruz.
Feedback is correct for Charlie Papa, push Santa Cruz.
Ground, good morning. He's there, 975 for IFR clearance, trying to reach you for 15 minutes now, sir.
Please, text chat, you'll go fine.
He's there, 975, it's Mike, Sierra Romeo, 975, we have default vicinity, we are engaged Wolf, 1-2.
Mike, Sierra, Renault, 975, 1 minute please.
Ground here, listen, flag, reaching.
Vladivostok ground, Delta 2983, ready for taxi.
This is the holding point, 07 right, via April Mike.
Taxi to 7 right via Papa Mike, Delta 2983.
Grand
Mike,
today,
Renault.
65 request push.
Push and Santa Cruz.
Push it out of Perry 535.
Mike, Kilo, 975, ground.